Daddy's getting drunk.
Step one, establish the distance.
This is a Christian Minecraft server.
Someone finds our group text, and they're like,
Oh, God. Watch, not updated since the 29th.
I'll keep it quick. Thank you all so freaking much. You are absolutely amazing humans. Watch this.
Let's go to your videos. Let's go to... Oh, there are 64 comments. 64 people left you a message. Yes. You want to see what else there is? Yes. Oh, they're saying nice things to you.
You all made that little boy smile. You all made that reaction. That stimming, that happiness. It's all thanks to you. I ain't gonna cry. Don't worry. I ain't gonna cry. But holy moly. Thank y'all from the bottom of our hearts, from all of us over here at Unsub. Also, for Pepperbox at the App Store, make sure you leave a review and 5 stars if you can. It helps the program, and thank you guys for kicking ass in that. And whether you're listening to the podcast on Apple, Spotify, or whatever program you use, if you can leave 5 stars and leave a review, we truly appreciate it. It helps boost us in the algorithm, and we are in the top 30 comedy podcasts in the world now, thanks to you freaking amazing humans. Thank you all. Love you.
Dude, how many? 2 of the hosts are just shit wrecked already.
It's fine. It's not.
Wait,
Which two?
Well, yeah, which two?
That's what the question is.
Were you with them for brunch?
Yeah,
You were?
the both of us.
we were there
really?
for
Okay.
2 hours before you got there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I like that's a justification why you're drunk. We were there early.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I am actually confused why you're confused.
we were running on fucking Eli time.
What were we gonna do? Not drink?
What's gonna happen?
What? He gets fucking the brunch place. Where's all the rum gone?
We showed up and Cody looks at the waiter and is like, do you want me to close out that table? We're going to move to a bigger table and do this again immediately.
Jesus.
And we did.
Yeah.
There's a brief awkward moment when the server's like, and then our homeboy's just like, no, it's fine. We just
fine.
stack tables
Yeah,
across
we know
the
what
main.
we know what they're doing.
We own this place.
He parts the Red Sea of minimum wage servers.
Jesus Christ.
I missed you too, buddy.
Good. Good. We should get Bernie Sanders on the podcast, actually,
fuck.
now that you say that.
I am once again asking you to be on my podcast.
Fucking get this.
I'll fly out to your second or third vacation home. We can film it there if you want.
Why does 1% of the podcast have 80% of the slurs?
It's going to be one of those. This is a good start.
We are
Who wants
fucking
watermelon?
we are 2 minutes in.
Do we have a lime?
I got one.
I want lime.
A limey?
Yeah.
They got lemon.
It's the
You want
exact
the,
opposite.
you want the green boy.
Yeah,
Did you
green-
just
green's the best.
Bush? What are you popping?
I'll do water.
No, I go lemon.
Thank you.
Cody's going to need more. Well,
Yeah.
It's called being
I think so.
proactive. not
I'm
reactive
definitely going to
for
fall
Cody.
asleep in Unsub House tonight.
Well,
Is
we're
that
not going
Pete?
out.
Oh, you handed me peach? What? Eli, I know you're going to beat my ass, but I'll fight you for handing me peach.
Oh, God. Okay, watermelon.
Melly.
It's like fucking the Sistine Chapel. Reaching out to God.
Oh, okay, Cody, do the thing.
We doing the thing?
Oh,
No, you got to do your thing first.
wait.
No, we do the pop.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Did you get drunk? Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Unsubscribed Podcast. I'm joined today by Eli Double Fat Electrician, Brandon Herrera, and myself, Donut Operator.
Eli, are you gaslighting us right now? That was always the order, right?
Yeah, what
Am
the
I
fuck,
retarded?
Eli?
For what?
I swore we did Cody's, then the countdown.
No, we cracked the cans.
No,
and
you
then,
crack
hi,
the cans
everyone.
and then do it. Are you? Is your PTSD like flaring up right now? What the
TBI,
fuck is
not
going on?
PTS. I'm not shooting you right now.
How do you
I'm not shooting you right
How do you spell Chick-fil-A? What universe are you from? How do you spell Berenstein Bears?
You mean Berenstein?
It's chic filet, okay? Can we fucking just get past that?
The
God
comments are
damn
going
it.
to be like, we've
All right,
been drunk
I don't-
and did it multiple ways.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Fruit of the Loom always had that goddamn basket on
They
it.
proved that. Did you see that girl prove
No.
it?
They've always had the
There
basket.
was a girl on. No, they
Yeah.
didn't. And this girl messaged Fruit of the Loom on TikTok. She gained like 1 million followers just from this, and she like flew off the handle and went
Cornucopia
crazy.
is what it's called.
Like she's like, they didn't have the wicker basket in it. I know it was there. And she like went to old thrift stores and eventually found like old ass shirts.
That's what people remember. That's what it was.
Yeah. No, that's what everybody remembers. But they're like, no, that never happened. And she messaged Fruit of the Loom and they're like, yeah, it's never been like that. We don't know why people think that. And then she went to like Goodwill and found shirts with the cornucopia and like proved them wrong. And it's this whole
All right,
conspiracy
if
theory.
we're talking about Mandela Effect real quick,
God, here we go.
can I talk about fucking Chick-fil-A for a moment since Eli brought it up?
That was Nick.
No, that was the last universe. Fucking keep up. Anyways, go ahead, Cody.
No, okay.
Yeah, Cody's memory's already deleted. And it's like, since Eli brought this up, I'm like, I didn't say it.
I specifically remember
Eli saying it.
I might be a little drunk since brunch. Don't worry about it, guys. But I
Dear God.
specifically remember fucking dating girls who worked at Chick-fil-A, and I would go into the mall and they would joke about how it's chic-fil-A.
It's because you dated girls who couldn't spell.
No. They would be like, oh, it's chic-fil-A.
Way to shit on everyone that works at Chick-fil-A.
CHIC. And I remember seeing CHIC on the fucking sign.
Isn't
All right.
it CIC? There's only
There's a
C.
K in it now.
God damn it.
CHICK.
I
always
remember
thought it was-
Chick-fil-A, though.
I always thought it was CHIK.
Babe, you
I don't
work
know why.
there.
It's always been K.
Nah, it's bullshit, dude. Bullshit.
Yeah, she was a manager.
This is horseshit. I don't believe any of it.
She's in on it.
The frogs are. Hey, the frogs are gay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
It's one of those episodes already.
Yeah, we are now fucking 6 minutes in. Great. Awesome.
Welcome to the Core 4 episode.
The gang, Cody.
Call, it,
The
any-
gang.
Oh,
call it
sorry.
anything but that.
Yeah,
Welcome to the gang episode.
we'll keep that in too.
We got
Call it
that.
anything else. Fucking
Sorry.
anything else.
Welcome to this.
Welcome. Hi, everyone. How you all been? We're having a good time. Nick landed. Brandon, you were out on a river floating.
Yeah, I'm finally getting some fucking downtime for once. So I'm catching up. I was out with the girl and some of her friends, and we went out on the out in New Braunfels just
You
went
were
tubing.
hella Mexican today.
Yeah,
You're gonna be brown.
dude,
as
I'm
shit
ready to
tomorrow.
cut some mother grass.
I'm ready to hop some fences.
I'm
bro.
actually burnt. I can feel. I got here. I'm like, I can't tell if I'm dehydrated or drunk. Probably both.
Both?
But I mean, fuck it, why stop now?
No, God, how was that? How was
good.
fucking floating?
I'm not used to getting a chance to like. I threw my phone in a fucking Ziploc bag and didn't touch it for like 6 hours.
And it
I
felt
never
great.
do that. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
We live on our phones. If you don't like, and when I say live, a lot of people, it's like you're on your phone. You get like, if we got 50 text messages a day, it might sound like a lot. That'd be fucking heavenly.
Yeah.
You wake up to like 50 and like 30 goddamn.
My
changes, and you're
unread
like,
text right now, 1,500. My unread emails, 246,000.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Unread text, 1,828. Yeah.
I have currently
It's fine.
567 voicemails.
I always wonder what it would be like if I just took my phone and fucking threw it into a river and just never looked at it again.
I've thought about it, but I'd probably go to prison for the information on that phone that I can't get back.
Yeah, true.
maybe that reset or someone finds it.
Someone
Oh,
finds our group text and they're like, "Oh God."
It would look like fucking. It would look like Hitler's bunker in 1945. We're all just passing the Luger around.
Speaking of which, have you seen
It makes our group sound so
Speaking
good.
of which-
Give me the gun. It's been leaked.
not that I care about the political affiliation, but Senator Warren had a TikTok campaign going on right now, Elizabeth Warren, about how
what is it?
about how Apple is Apple's basically being mean with the group chat with the blue and the green
Yep.
bubbles, and she has like a whole ad airing all over it. I've seen it like 20 times on Instagram where she's like, Apple is driving families apart by having different colored bubbles, and it's excluding people from the group chat.
like
and it's
poor
like
shaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a lot of more problems besides.
No, my thing is I have never trusted Apple less than when the government starts telling you to use them.
That's also true.
What if the world just stopped being fucking?
No.
No.
Yeah, too hard.
I didn't add Jake's Android to the new group message because I didn't want fucking green text in it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that thing. So technically,
Thank you for your service.
and then Jake waited 3 days to see the name of the group text.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What is
it
it
was all
currently?
for Jake.
Currently, God damn it.
We can't read any
changed
of
it
those.
this
Oh yeah,
morning.
it's Another Man's Jizz in My Belly Button by Zach Bryan.
Which awesome when you're driving and it's connected to your phone. Sav's like sitting up front seat, and that it's like group text. It's like bing. That's what.
One day I'm going to be in court. Mr. Fat Electrician, did it say XYZ in the group chat? You're going to have to jog my memory. Which group chat was it? What's it called? Read that out loud in court, please.
It's like the meme, the guy with the fucking FBI showing up with the meme printed out on the paper. It's like, boys, this shit don't look good on paper.
Oh man, it's good to have you back. I'm so excited. Oh, it's always good. We get like 1 month rotations of you. It's like 4 days, 5 days, and then what? Next week we're super stoked for tomorrow because we have our boy Mighty Mouse Demetrious Johnson.
Dude, Demetrious Johnson is coming on.
It's going to be awesome.
We're all gonna fight him
What?
at the same time.
At the same time.
I feel like
Still fuck us up.
at the same time, we almost might win.
Send Nick in, hold him down.
To be honest, I was thinking about this. Like, I don't even know if I want to fight him if I had a gun and he didn't. He's so fucking fast. I feel like I'd still miss.
It's that weird, like he's teleporting, and you're like, no.
He's like the little blue guy from X-Men.
Right. I'd rather fight the biggest man on the planet with a gun than him.
I don't know. Did you see Eddie?
Eddie Hall.
Fighting
Dude, Eddie
two
the-
normal-sized people.
Eddie Hall fighting two normal. Did you see that, Cody?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, he fucking just chucked one. No, I thought he was gonna body slam. Instead, he's just like,
It reminded me of Pedro Pascal getting his fucking eyes broken by the mountain, just the head ripped apart.
Could you imagine, like, back in the day, like, a Viking coming at you who's the size of Eddie Hall and you're a normal sized person? There's nothing you could do.
especially if it's a huge sword. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god. That's why Shane Gillis is like straight Vikings versus gay Vikings.
Everything's scarier.
They're gonna take our women and children. Then the rainbow flag comes up.
Fuck.
They're taking everything.
I know,
now.
I'm just stabbing myself in the neck. I'm like, nope.
Like,
Jesus.
fuck this. Yeah,
So-
Eddie Hall's a Viking is the most terrifying thing in the world.
There were, which is insane because there were Vikings like that, the Berserkers.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Did
They'd be hopping
Scandinavia
on-
have enough calories for that back then?
They would just hop up on shrooms and go. It's lit. Did you know that?
I want to say I've been told that, yeah.
Yeah, Vikings would just hop up on shrooms and just go in berserk mode and just like, fucking.
Accidentally attack their own village.
Now look at them. Their Navy has giant barcodes on all their ships now. Do you know that?
No.
What?
Yeah, they
All
put
right.
gigantic barcodes on the outside hull of all their ships.
What?
It's because they're Scandinavian, Brandon.
Oh my fucking goddamn. I wish it was
Good. Now that we're sober,
That came in like 2 waves for me.
Sometimes I want it 23 a day.
Are you ready? Babe, let's bring out Big Daddy.
Not bad idea.
Who wants better sex?
What'd you do with my wife?
Don't worry about that. She's fine. The best way to get started is by going to adamandeve.com. Adam and Eve is offering 50% off just about every item, and that includes free shipping plus rush processing.
Where is she?
Didn't I already tell you that she's fine? Adam and Eve wants to make your life easy. Plus 100% free shipping and rush processing on your entire order.
What?
It doesn't matter how much you spend or what you buy, all of it will be sent discreetly, fast, and to you for free.
Why do you keep doing this?
Bring more pleasure and satisfaction into your bedroom. Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy or anything you desire. Just enter offer code UNSUB at checkout.
That's unsub, UNSUB, at adamandeve.com.
This discount is specific to this podcast, so be sure to use code UNSUB at checkout.
100% off free shipping and get it fast with rush processing.
Code UNSUB.
So
We left the cunts over there.
I don't know what YouTube did to the algorithm, but they're gaslighting my audience into thinking I had another kid.
What? Wait,
In the last like 48 hours. So I made, you know how you can do community posts, like pictures, updates, whatever you want, like a fucking Facebook status basically on YouTube. Fucking 2 years ago when I had my last kid, Cash, I made a post of like me and my wife at the hospital with our new baby. Like, sorry, no video this week. I just had a kid. I'll get to it when I can. And for some reason, that post went viral like a day ago.
The algorithm picked that up?
Yeah, the algorithm picked it up, and I've gotten like hundreds of comments on videos congratulating me on my new kid. It's like I haven't had a kid in 2 years.
I can't wait to be informed in a year and a half, thanks to the algorithm, I'm running for Congress again.
Right. Like it's,
Oh, fuck.
it's really weird.
No. Wait.
Being served to 2 million people. You win next year election you don't even run for. The algorithm
What
takes it
the
back
hell?
up in 2 years. They're going to even run.
God, imagine going to another runoff because of I got written in.
Tony's like, what happened? Why this time?
I feel like Jon Snow. I don't want it.
Which also Brandon does not want. I like everyone right now. If we can talk about it, is that part where there's a recount, all that stuff going on, and it was like just because how close it was. I don't even think you're like, yeah, whatever.
It's like 400 votes, but I mean, still like it's within 1%. But that's what people don't realize is I think out of all federal elections that have gone to a recount since 2000, which you're talking about thousands of elections, 3 have been overturned by a recount. Like statistically, this is just a non-starter. Yeah. Like it's one of those things. Like I accept the results. You know, we just barely didn't pull it off. We did fucking great for what we had. Like we had so much going against us, and we punched way above our pay grade. And we did great, and like I'm happy with that. But a lot of people are demanding demanding a recount. Like, what did you say earlier?
I'm gonna laugh so hard when you win.
And that's the thing. Brandon is not the one being like, God damn it, recount. Like, never were you like accept it. You're like, oh man, that was fucking.
Even that night, I was like, you know what? I'm thankful for my team. Like this was an amazing experience, and I think we really sent a strong message.
Which makes it more hilarious if it happens now. Because
now that you're
checked out.
Now that you're at peace with losing, it's like your ex-girlfriend calling you up, letting you know that she's pregnant. Like, by the way, the recount came back. It's positive. You're like, fuck, man. You're going to DC.
I'm getting fucking whiplash here.
Everything changes like that. You're like, I could relax finally. No, sir. Come here.
No, you're a congressman now.
I don't want it. I don't want it at all.
It's one of those things. I was always down to do the job. I actually think I would be a fantastic congressman for the 2 years that I had the opportunity. But like, it's something that, you know, I get my rocks off to. I don't fucking like DC. I don't particularly like the people in it. I hate dealing with politicians. They're pretty stupid by and large. A lot of good ones. Don't get me wrong. Got a lot of friends, but like a lot of them are pretty fucking dumb.
Us just being associated with what we've talked about before is how we got to see more inside of what that world's like. It's fucking insanity just watching Unsub get taken out of clips. Jake's like, hey, I'm sending out cease and desist because X, Y, and Z.
Part of me was a little happy the night you lost. Like I was rooting for you, but also his loss was like, I mean, on the plus side, I'm gonna catch way less strays now getting called a Nazi because it was gonna ramp up a lot once you had to run against an actual Democrat, not another Republican.
Which is hilarious because you rant against Nazis all the goddamn time.
Oh yeah, no, I got called the fascist electrician the other day just because I made fun of communism. It's
what
like
the fuck?
It happens. Yeah. They're really mad at me.
I never seen because I see our audience and what we're served. But dear God, when you're going on like Reddit or where your shit gets posted on another forum, TikTok, oh my God, TikTok,
they hate me.
How does it feel to be able to voice your opinion without ending up in a ditch? Thank capitalism.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's kind
pretty
of dope.
Pretty cool.
Dude, his like the audience they're like, what a piece of shit. He doesn't know anything. And it's no rebuttal. It's no like anything with depth. It's just honestly, he's wrong.
That comment thread made me appreciate the fact that I dress like a degenerate 24/7 because I honestly feel like it's going to help me in the long run because I'm just giving these idiots the easy layup of like, he looks like a dumb hillbilly. I'm not going to listen to him. So then they don't have to dig any deeper. I feel like if I dressed and looked good, like admin, they'd be like, I got to fucking find something. Then I end up getting doxxed. So I just give them this like easy
Swear to God, I
layup.
thought you were gonna say like Adolf. Jesus. Like, oh no. Went full 180 on that one.
I think dressing like the way I do helps me out kind of sort of in the long run.
Yeah. It's absurd seeing that. I was like, oh, everyone has reasonable. No, TikTok.
But the funny part is like,
thrown that
I'm
away.
right about pretty much everything I said. Like they were flipping out about the tank.
That's what a fascist
about the
would
tank remark.
And that's what a woman would say.
Because I said that German tanks were such a non-issue during World War II that a lot of the tankers preferred to have the 75 millimeter Sherman instead of the 76 because the 75 was better for anti-personnel, which is what they ran into way more of the time. Like the most unrealistic part of the movie Fury was the fact that they ran into a German tank. Highly unrealistic. Like there was like 7 of them on the entire Western Front. Like
what you said, and I can't. I think it was in a video or something that kind of like I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Where you're like, yeah, instead of running into like enemy armor like a tank, they're way more likely to run into like a fucking pack or something like that. Like just an artillery piece essentially.
Wait, for real? I didn't even know this.
Oh yeah, there was like this is like rough numbers, but there was like allegedly there was only 3 encounters of Americans running across a normal Gen 1 Tiger tank in the entire Western Front.
No shit.
They ran across more Panthers, but most of them were like being transported or already broken down. They ran across older versions a lot more, but there was like 8 to 12,000 German tanks on the Western Front, and there was like 80,000 German 88 Flaks anti-tank guns. So like they were way more likely to run into mobile anti-tank artillery units than they were an actual tank. So that's
which makes fucking sense if you're a defending army.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if you're being invaded, yes, you're gonna have stationary
traps.
like yeah.
Like go stand in the bushes and fucking wait. And that's what they did. And that's why they preferred to have the 75 millimeter Sherman. But, you tell that to the internet, and it's like, nope, the Germans had superior fucking firepower. Durga. It's weird how everybody America beats is somehow better than us, but they still fucking lose, isn't it?
Well, technically. It's like, no, there's no technicalities. There was a thread the other day. It was actually on Reddit. It was like, this is the first time I've seen Reddit, and even people on Reddit were like, did not expect this comment thread. It was, why is the U.S. military so terrifying? And then people that would come in and be like, look at Afghanistan or Vietnam. And the sole point was like, yeah, if they just went to win and destroy, there is no questions asked what the U.S. military would do. First off, what our biggest, our strongest, or our best strength is supply. We have
logistics.
Supply. Yeah, logistics is what we have down. Unfortunately, we then try to stand up governments afterwards. If we just went in, fucking slayed and left,
there's a difference between the Afghanistan war and like Highway of Death. It's like if you actually want to go in and fuck shit up, we do it very quickly and very well.
Highway of Death is they brought that up as one of like the top things. It's like we killed, was it 30,000 people or 30,000?
I'm not versed on this one. Sorry.
Highway of Death is. It is, what was it, in a couple days? We lost 0 units. And
it's impressive. Usually we at least have a couple friendly fires.
And, it wasn't 30,000. It was thousands of units in 1991.
Dude, Highway Death. This is
casualties and losses from the Iraqi side. 1,000 plus killed, 2,000 captured, 1,800 to 2,700 vehicles destroyed or abandoned. Deaths on the American side, 0.
How many days was that?
2 days.
If you want fire superiority, that is the perfect example of here is everything getting fucking demolished in 2 days. 2,000 units to 3,000 units lost, 1,000 troops dead.
Because like if I'm not mistaken, there was just like a giant like log jam highway of just all their fucking military equipment. We were just like, oh,
the Gulf War is like
neat.
The Gulf War is like
A-10 Hungy.
The Gulf War is one of my favorite things ever because it literally just turned into the United States Air Force racing against the Army to see who could beat Iraq first. Like 100% what happened. Because Storm and Norman's out there with the army, like driving through, and the Air Force is like, "Fuck, we're gonna take a howitzer barrel, fill it full of TNT, and penetrate a bunker."
That was a
Dude,
wild
the bunker.
story.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't realize how terrifying, because that changed everything too. They were
yeah.
like, we're fine. Then that came out and they're like,
oh shit, they can penetrate 20 feet of reinforced concrete. We're not fine.
white flag, please do not do that to us.
Nick, you say I ratioed the fucking president
I did
again
see
the
that.
other day?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Use my classic quote, ban this dick.
And then Cody also, why can't I have control of unsub?
All right.
Twitter.
To be fair, I would co-sign that one. I ratioed him immediately afterward, actually.
Yeah, the White House came out and they're like, ban assault weapons. And I said, ban this dick again.
I said, stack up or shut up.
Makes me happy.
Brandon and I are just over here ratioing the White House.
It's like, you think you're a hard ass. You can't even go shake a veteran's hand without shitting yourself in Normandy. Like, come on.
Yeah, I was trying to see that one. I was like, oh.
That was gross. Because a couple of our friends went out there and they jumped for the 80th anniversary of D-Day. I know, Brandon. I know. Brandon was supposed to be there.
He was supposed to be jumping.
I was supposed to be there. I went through fucking jump school. I did my 5 jumps. I was stoked. I've still got my parachute equipment in the goddamn car. And my passport didn't come in time.
Which, like, speaking of Normandy, they had I didn't realize they had combat camera people, like, rolling footage on the fucking boats going into D-Day.
Yeah, bro.
On some of the lesser beaches, I think.
Pixar didn't happen.
And even a lesser beach, you're just like this.
Because like, I don't. Do we have any footage?
I'm gonna fucking
Please,
die,
when
dude.
that gate drops,
Is
I
there-
hope they don't. They're not picking and choosing who they're shooting at.
But MG42 is hungry.
Yeah.
Do we have any actual footage from Omaha?
That I don't know off the top of my head.
I guarantee we
Apologize.
do. Because combat cameras, there's those people that do put themselves in whatever situation. Like, bah, let's fucking do this thing. That is one as a combat. Oh, no, fuck off, dude. And then you can't get off because the camera can't go in the water. You're just like, I'm going to stay on the boat
Hang out on the U-boat or the
and do
Higgins
this.
boat.
Well, everyone's getting shot at.
Or actually, realistically, you just cut a hole on the side of one of the landing craft, and then just film it from the side of what's happening over there.
Please go sideways.
Pull the ramp back up.
I hope for the best. Because on those, you have the idea of, and both would suck. I would still rather jump in or do D-Day. Like,
Oh, jump in for sure.
But the thing about jumping in, I think I also agree, but like something to consider too. Jumping in, you got a fuckload of dudes that are just parachuting into God knows where. A lot of people hung up in trees. A lot of people like
getting
in rocks,
completely
rivers, whatever,
off track too.
with no comms.
Yeah,
You are dropping
Land nabbing.
you are dropping in, can't see shit, land. None of your boys are around you, and you are in enemy fucking territory, and you have no radios. You have no way to communicate.
They had
Good
a way-
luck.
they had a way
and
to
you're getting
communicate.
shot at.
They had crickets, homie.
Well, you know.
You're getting fucking shot at also. Even though Geneva Convention, which I didn't know, you can't, like, even if a pilot.
You're not supposed to shoot at somebody in a parachute, but
fucking rules of war.
You could shoot at the parachute.
right. I
Equipment.
can't shoot the person. I can shoot the equipment on him, like the fucking canteens on his chest.
It's the whole thing. It's like
Actually, true.
50 BMG. You can't shoot at. It's not supposed to be personnel, but you could shoot at equipment like the chin strap.
Right.
Yep. I know this.
So stupid.
Yeah.
We know this rule very good. It's like you're shooting
dumb.
at their gun, disable their AK-47.
Damn.
Geneva Convention mentions.
Which we didn't. To my understanding, we didn't ratify that.
Nope.
Yeah.
America didn't.
We just. I think that we signed it, but we didn't ratify it through Congress.
Yeah,
so it's
we
just kind of a
we didn't
fucking
approve it.
guideline.
Mr. Cody.
Thank you, sir. Daddy's getting drunk.
So
So you would I would jump into 100% jumping in, though the night jump and then getting shot at, watching your buddies' planes get fucking evaporated too, probably suck just as I hate water though. I despise water. Despise water. And then
How many
going
people
into
you
that.
think drown?
Oh, dude, with a
Hundreds or thousands.
machine gun tying you down. Have you swam in clothes before?
Yeah.
It is one of the worst parts of combat training is when you have to swim with your
I had
M4,
to go
just
through
tread water.
like drown proofing shit when I was in for whatever the reason I got put in that group. It was literally the most tired I've ever been in my entire life after that day.
Did they flip the vehicle? The vehicle?
It wasn't even that. It was like just fucking, we're going to be in the pool for 8 hours straight while you hold a rubber ducky gun and just tread water the entire time. And then halfway through, we're going to let you take your pants off and use it as teach you how to use it as a fucking flotation device. Oh God, I was so fucking tired.
Are we talking about swimming?
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys?
Sorry,
sorry. Go.
On all deaths on D-Day from American paratroopers, it was 2,500.
Yeah, jumping's the way to go.
Yeah, 100%. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Would you jump rather than going to Omaha Beach, just fucking ramp down, run out?
Yep.
For sure.
100%.
Okay.
Yep.
Dude, that's the part, like most terrifying part of Saving Private Ryan is it's just those boats going up, the rounds are ripping off, and you're just hearing ding, 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 ding. On our first gunfight, I remember going out. We were driving out, like, hey, there's combat. You guys are deploying out to this little area. We were driving the striker. Ding, 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 ding. I was like, oh, this sucks dick. And then it's like, hey, it's like action right, dismount left. And I was like, oh, this is what this is like. Immediately, you're like, but it was only a couple rounds.
Well, I mean, the D-Day was action front, dismount front, water.
You're just struggling to get to the beach. You can't return fire at all. You're just drowning. That shit. Like, that shit.
But thank you for the gentleman that did that.
That was that's one of the things that I kind of regret the most about not being able to go, because it's cool to like go out, do the jump that those guys did like on the 80th anniversary. But the one thing that bums me out the most is that this is probably the last 10-year increment that any of the actual guys who were there doing that shit are going to be there for it. And like, that's a huge, I got goosebumps just saying that. Like it's
a dying generation.
These are guys that were in there. Like we talk about it, like with their romantic ideas, Saving Private Ryan, all that shit, but there's real men that did that shit.
It is absolutely insane that individuals, like I look at my combat, I look at even, it's like the entire war in a decade of 2 wars being fought at the same time. Like 6,000 lives lost, I think, like give or take.
Less, I want to say it's like 3 or 4.
5,200.
Really?
Yeah. For I think that's Iraq and Afghanistan across both conflicts the entire time. It's like 5,200.
And that is in like one fucking battle.
Yeah. Like a day.
Yeah. And that is the...
Oh, wow. Okay, so total for... that's actually a higher number than I remember. Total for GWAT, the war on terror in general, from 2001 forward, is 7,000.
7,000, which 2 days in World War II, or a day, which is at like that is the level where you're losing battalions, which on D-Day there was battalions lost. That is, hey, where is fucking not like where's Seco? It is where is 223 at? And it's like, oh, they're gone. They're gone.
I mean, like the Civil War, like Antietam was like 30,000 in a day or some shit.
Yep,
that's all Americans.
Yeah,
the bloodiest day in American history, I think.
The was it the 442nd, the Purple Heart Battalion, the 101st Combat Regiment? It was all Japanese soldiers mostly from Hawaii, but they were all like second generation American Japanese soldiers, and like their family was in internment camps in America, and they basically got sent in to do all the shit that they didn't want to send anybody else to do, because like they didn't. Originally, they didn't want to let them serve at all, and then they petitioned to be able to fight in the military, so then they sent them to the European theater, partially because they didn't trust them because they were Japanese and they worried that they would turn on the Americans, and partially because the Japanese would treat them much worse if they did get captured. So it was kind of like a double-edged sword there. So they only sent them to the European theater, and then they ended up, there was a lost battalion in World War I, but there was another lost battalion in World War II where a unit out of Texas got overzealous and penetrated behind enemy lines and got surrounded. And it was like 200 guys, and they were going to get killed. They tried to go in and save them multiple times, and like people just kept getting mowed down. So they finally sent in the 442nd, and the 442nd fought through enemy lines and had 800 casualties to save 200 Texans.
Jesus. And that's World War One.
This is World War II.
World War II. Okay.
So there's a lost battalion in World War I, but this is the lost battalion in World War II. It was this Texas battalion, and 800 they called them Nisei, Japanese American soldiers died getting these like 200 to 300 Texans out, and the first Japanese American guy that like punched through the line walked up to this Texan kid arming a machine gun at their perimeter. And he just fucking walks through the smoke with his gun, and this 18-year-old kid from Texas like starts tearing up because he just got saved. He thought he was gonna die, and this fucking guy looks at this Texan kid and just goes, "You want to smoke?" And that's it. They got him out, and all of the 442nd were actually considered honorary Texans after that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
really cool.
Dude, those gangster ass stories.
Yeah,
Just camaraderie.
Can you
doing
not be a
that.
patriot after shit like that? You know.
It's fucking insane.
you're gonna get me fucking started. I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing it today.
Why would we ever want you not to rant?
God damn it.
Where is this going?
How? Yeah. How can you be?
I wanna know where that-
How couldn't you be a patriot after that? Poke the bear. Poke the.
This country has some of the best lore. We got some
does.
really rad.
Nick just appears with his
sure
tank
do.
top on, no pants, naked on the wall. in the background.
Bro,
Are you talking about Cryptid Nic, dude?
Cryptid Nic.
Cryptid Nic is awesome.
I read this book about like how to take notes and stuff more efficiently to like help me with my videos, and it's called How to Develop a Second Brain. And it's like there's certain like note-taking apps and note-taking strategies you can do to like catalog all the information that you have. So I started doing it using Apple Notes. There's different apps you can use, but I was just using Apple Notes because it's on my phone and on my iPad.
Easy.
And now it's like I've got everything. If I ever want to debate anybody, I can just pull up notes on my fucking phone. I've got it all. Like, you want to talk about what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about why the USSR started World War II? Let's hop over to my fucking timeline of events. August 19th, 1939, the German and Soviet credit agreement, which is where the German and Soviets were going to exchange raw materials and force. Oh, it takes
You have it hyperlinked.
Oh yeah, no, it's hyperlinked to the fucking sources, homie. Like anybody's like, I don't believe you. It's like, oh, you don't believe me? Let's just click on it and go directly to the catalog
Holy
one.
shit.
And it goes to different fucking like I want to know about the Molotov Ribbentrop Pact. Click on it. Boom, takes me to my entire note
has
on that.
Wikipedia.
And then
have photos in them.
oh yeah. And then I want to, and then that
Wikipedia citations for his own private notes.
oh bro, it's insane.
Holy shit.
Mine
This
is
is a level of autism I'm bringing to this conversation. It's horrible. You know, because like I brought up the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, and they're like, oh, well, actually, you know, the Soviet Union only became allies with the Nazis because the Soviet Union tried to get America and Great Britain and France to have an anti-Nazi pact, but they wouldn't do it. So then they signed an agreement with the Nazis instead, which is the dumbest argument I've ever heard in my entire
I've never
life.
heard that. What the fuck?
You didn't know this?
No, I've never heard that argument.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the argument. They're like, well, the Soviet Union was sounding the alarm and nobody listened, so they sided with the Nazis instead, which is like saying the fucking house is on fire and nobody believed me, so I dumped gas on it. Like,
like-
what logic goes into that fucking
I tried
argument?
to tell the neighborhood that my neighbor was a
Right.
nobody listened. So,
But then,
then I just started luring kids to his basement.
you know, but then, so like, here's a series of events. The USSR invades Poland, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, well, they only did it to survive. Did they? Did they really? Because on February 11th, 1940, after they both invaded and the USSR was surviving, we have the German-Soviet Commercial Agreement, which is where the Soviet Union agreed to send 1 million
God.
tons of grain and cattle, 900,000 tons of oil, approximately 15 million Reichsmarks worth, 100,000 tons of cotton, 500,000 tons of phosphates, 100,000
This goes
tons
on
of
for
chrome.
some time.
It goes on and
So
on
they weren't doing it to survive, is what you're trying to say with that giant fucking list.
They were making money. They were trading raw resources that the Nazis did not have and they needed, and in exchange, they were receiving Nazi technology like planes and tanks. So it's kind of like, well, you know, the Soviet Union only did this for self-preservation and making money, which makes the entire thing fucking bullshit. Imagine if you got involved in a self-defense shooting and then after the fact you find out, oh, well, it wasn't just about self-defense. You also made a fuck ton of money doing it as well. That doesn't count.
just surviving. I'm trying to
You
get
just-
by.
Right.
You hate capitalism, but you will acknowledge that it's profitable to experience free trade with the literal Nazis.
Yep. Sure do. It's weird how that fucking works.
God, I love your tism.
When's this episode air?
Next week.
Next week?
This week? Saturday? Saturday.
I don't know if I want to tell you guys about my new video.
Why? Do it.
Because I don't
do it.
Guys,
Some, just a little.
You guys know modern art?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so modern art, specifically abstract expressionism. You know the shit.
Why did
that-
you say yes? You know modern art.
the shit?
NFTs.
No,
Jesus
fuck
Christ.
you. The shit where it's like the shit.
Yes, I am familiar with the lore of the bored ape.
Smooth brain.
No, so like modern art, specifically abstract expressionism, is the shit where it looks like somebody just fucking splattered paint at the canvas, and you're like,
Yeah, it's a money laundering scheme.
Yeah, my 7-year-old could do that. No, it's a CIA psyop,
Wait,
and I
what?
proved it.
Oh god.
I swear to God.
Okay, so
I swear
You have my
to God.
undivided attention.
yeah.
now.
Okay, so just a quick. So modern art right now, you have what's been going on for a while, but it's not like back in the day when you have Van Gogh, you have actually like artists, and hey, this is a breakdown of what depression, blah 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 blah. We have weird random shit from I forget the biggest modern artist right now. He'll set up.
Jackson Pollock.
Is he the one that sets up like in a goddamn boat?
I mean, he's
in the
dead
middle?
now, but
Okay, not him. No, this dude literally will set up just swimming in a kayak in front of people, and he just kayaks and
oh
shows.
no, that's not modern art. Trout, what is that called?
Expression.
Contemporary art.
Sorry.
Yeah, so modern art was like the 1940s
Where the
through the
fuck did that chair come
1960s.
from?
Upstairs.
I just hated that modern art, and that is the fucking definition of someone that would say that's contemporary art.
It looks like something that would be in Mad Men.
I went to architecture school for a year. I know a lot about art.
I went to pre-law for a year and a half. I know jack shit.
Yeah, but
I'm so confused. You're good. Okay,
Anyways,
so contemporary art.
Modern art is a CIA psychological operation, and I proved it. Well, I know it for a fact. I went to make a video, and I just like fat files. I was like, I just want to shit on this because I think it's stupid. And then I like, I better Google it for 5 minutes first because I don't want to be the asshole that like says something dumb because I didn't Google it for 5 seconds. And I was like, oh,
That makes you way better than the comment section.
this is a psychological operation, and it's like proven fact. So in the 1940s, right after World War II, the United States government, like the Cold War started. Like it is now, the culture war's on. Like it is America versus the USSR, capitalism versus communism. We got to win at everything. Okay, we got to have the most nuclear warheads. We got to have the fastest planes with the most guns. But also, we got to have the best music. We got to have the most Olympic medals. We got to have the best fucking art, right? And it's really hard to do that culturally if you stick to the norm, right? Because if you want to do like classical music against communist countries, it's like, well, fuck, they're just going to shove a violin in a 2-year-old's hands and make them play it 18 hours a day till they're the best in the world.
Which is why the Chinese.
We
lead
don't
us
wanna
at
compete with that
a lot
shit.
of things now.
So America used American tax dollars to start funding jazz because the communists don't have that, right? Because jazz was just developed by people that could afford an instrument and do it for fun. You can't do that shit under communism. So they started promoting jazz all over the world. Okay. And then it's like, oh, well, what's jazz lead to?
So they weren't funding it, but they were.
No, they were funding it.
They weren't funding jazz necessarily, but like they were advertising jazz or promoting jazz, or what
Were they
was the
paying jazz?
Okay, so
Were they paying
initially,
the musicians, or were
initially
they-
in a couple years after, they started promoting jazz and they started promoting modern art.
Okay.
The conservatives in the country fucking hated it.
Still
for,
do,
yeah,
for
but-
obvious reasons,
yeah,
right?
but now we have rap, which is awesome.
Right. So the conservatives hated it, so they had to stop immediately. So then the government's like, well, fuck, we want to fund this, but all the people that are voting don't want to fund it. So
Can
we're
I
just
just take a moment for Cody?
What happened?
It's like, but black people.
and Eminem.
Sorry. He said that. Am I fucking wrong?
no, because like one of the biggest people they sponsored was Louis
Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong.
Yeah, Louis Armstrong.
And I think to myself, what a
Cody's
wonderful
a
world.
racist. Cody's a fucking
He
racist.
sent,
I never said that. Stop deflecting.
anyways, the constituents didn't want it, and the government wanted it. So naturally, they're just going to give the money to the CIA and do it anyways, and not tell anybody, right? So they founded.
They would never.
They founded a giant shell corporation called the CCF, the Congress for Cultural Freedom, and the Congress for Cultural Freedom was like 20 fucking magazines. They owned news outlets. They owned everything, and they started giving out money to basically promote jazz, and they sent jazz musicians all around the world promoting jazz.
Real
And then-
quick, I just want to say that is the most 1984 ass sounding name ever.
Yeah. It's dope.
Congress for Cultural Freedom.
Yeah, it was founded in West Germany in 1950. I think it was June 23rd. Anyways, so they started promoting jazz, and jazz leads to rock and roll leads to metal, right? And then in October of 1991, fucking Metallica does a concert in Moscow.
Holy shit.
I was literally just gonna
6 million people.
I was just about to say, you're telling me Metallica's a psyop.
Yes, kind of indirectly, okay? Because look, all I'm saying is like Metallica performs for 1.6 million Soviets in Moscow in October, and by December, the USSR doesn't fucking exist. Coincidence? I don't think so, okay? So, but with modern art in particular, it goes deeper because they can't they can't directly fund the modern art, right?
Squirrels, Morty. Morty.
They can't directly fund the modern art. So the CIA has to go to all these rich people in New York, and they're like, hey, if we pay for it, will you start an art foundation so we can start funneling money into all these artists, and we want to fund modern art? And all these rich people are like, you're going to give me money for free to buy art, and then I get to use it as a tax write-off? Fucking sure, why not? So all the rich famous people do that. They start funding all these modern artists. And that's why like Jackson Pollock, Rothko, de Kooning, all these abstract impressionist artists become fucking rock stars during their lifetime, which is weird because usually artists don't become famous till after they die.
Long
right?
time after they die.
So these guys all become super fucking famous, and they don't even realize that they're getting funded by the CIA indirectly, which is hilarious because half of them are communist sympathizers getting funded by the CIA to be used to fight communism by showing off the freedom they have because they don't live in communism, which is the real fucking art behind modern art, by the way. So they go and they make modern art popular, and the theory behind it is like the Soviets only do Soviet realism, you know, which is fucking stupid in the era of cameras because Soviet realism is like, hey, take a picture of me, but do it with paint and make it take forever. That's dumb. Okay. The Soviets are over there with their like technique and their like refined art, and we're over here just fucking throwing paint at a canvas, and we're gonna win anyways. Okay. And it's because what is abstract expressionism is art for the sake of art, right, Connor? That's like the definition.
Breaking down art to its core principles.
Breaking down art to its core principles to do art for the sake of art, which is something you can't do under communism. Because like, you can be a paid artist in communism as long as you're willing to paint dope-ass pictures of our glorious leader, and that's it.
To be fair, Meat Canyon's a pretty big fan of that.
Meat Canyon's fucking hilarious. Still probably the most scared I've ever been on this podcast.
So I don't see a problem with that. I get a dope ass painting in palaces.
Not gonna lie, I'd probably have a different job if it weren't for that podcast.
That was definitely one of the.
That was one of the things of all time.
You know how altered the timeline would be if we just decided to not go back and finish that half of the podcast?
I always say this: they would have gone back further and found something else.
What do we blame?
They did such a shit job of finding things to call you out for, though, dude.
I kept looking. I'm like, man, there's like 6 things off the top of my head you could have attacked me for that you didn't even bother. That I would have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You and shooting those Nazi machine guns.
I got a story that I'll tell on the podcast later.
They
I can't do it
went
now,
on.
but I
Do it now.
can't. But remind me
Anyways,
later.
modern art's a CIA psyop. That's the big takeaway
Also,
here.
side note, did you watch the footage of Metallica playing in Russia? That is one of
Yeah,
the most
dude.
fucking
wild.
insane pieces of footage because that still holds the record for largest audience,
I think
right?
so.
Yeah. Well, because they were yearning for like Western media, Western products. Like they wanted Coke so bad that they made the deal with Pepsi.
Yep.
Yeah.
That Pepsi had the 7th largest navy in the world.
Do you know the story behind that? Like how that started?
I do, and I was trying to trigger you on that. 'Cause I
No,
know you hate
not the
story.
Navy part. No, I love the story of how it started.
Eli
I just
won.
don't like the
Okay.
conflation about the Navy. So the
Eli
whole
won.
story.
You're
Go
telling me
on.
that Pepsi couldn't have taken over the world with their massive
No,
navy?
no, it was just scrap. It was bullshit. But the story behind it was that Gorbachev came over to America to tour American supermarkets, and like they straight up took him to a normal fucking supermarket,
no,
and it
stop
was just
there.
like it was just like well stocked, and he's like, okay, this is propaganda. He's like, we do this shit to America all the time. You know, whenever we're going to show off, we make sure it's a good supermarket, you know? But it was just a normal supermarket to the Americans. And he was
like
like,
a Kroger's.
He was super unimpressed by everything we had to offer. And then like, they're like, here, try this Pepsi. And he tried it. And he's like, holy fuck, this is delicious. And then that's like the whole reason. It's like that's what won him over.
And now he's doing
cool.
well, not now in the '90s. Then he's doing Pizza Hut commercials.
Bro, I bring that up in my video.
Really?
That's like the whole full circle of my video because it's like the culture war by leveraging American music and American art is what actually saved the world from nuclear war. Because it was mutually assured destruction from the beginning, right? But by the time the USSR needed to fall, they didn't want mutually assured destruction because they didn't want to destroy America. They wanted to be America.
Yeah.
Everybody was wearing blue jeans, going to fucking Metallica concerts, checking out Jackson Pollock paintings.
Yeah, I mean, look, it worked in Iran for a while.
So you're saying capitalism saved the entire world?
Pretty dope. When you have a market that like lets the people determine what they actually want, people tend to fucking like it. Actually, believe it or not,
Crazy concept.
it's wild.
So weird.
I know that's complicated.
concept.
Anyways,
Autistic minds think alike.
I love the fact that Gorbachev did a Pizza Hut commercial.
That's one of my
It
favorite
warms my
facts
heart.
of fucking modern
Oh,
history.
God, it's great. Could you imagine if fucking, I don't know, an American president did like a Soviet Union company commercial? It'd be insane.
I like
Imagine
imagine
a-
name a single Soviet Union.
What do you mean?
Like a company from them. Like
Oh, yeah.
a product from it. None of us at this table. You'd be like,
Kalashnikov.
Well,
there's one.
one. I'm just thinking of the new fucking like Apple iPhone 72 or whatever with a special guest appearance by Putin.
Good.
What are you doing, Eli?
What?
What's happening?
she walked away without a kiss.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no PDA.
Yeah. This is a Christian Minecraft server.
Damn it.
You haven't heard that?
Have you never heard that before?
I've never heard that.
What? That's what this is.
That's the new description of the podcast. Would you like to come on a Christian Minecraft server?
That's our last tag. Christian Minecraft commercial.
I want to build a Killdozer in Minecraft.
All alone? Now time to trim the old pubes.
Hey there, beach babe. Are you ready to soak up those summer vibes and get the perfect beach bod?
I don't have pants on.
Yeah, I noticed. Well, you're in luck, because our friends over at MANSCAPED.com have you covered from head to toe. With the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, they'll have you looking and feeling good this summer. Trust Manscaped to unlock the confidence you need to turn heads this summer season. Join the 10 million men who already trust Manscaped and use discount code UNSUB at checkout to get 20% off your order plus free shipping. Let's make this summer your smoothest one yet.
Keep your ear and nose as tidy as your hedges. With the Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose head trimmer, you'll be looking classy as ever.
The updated Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra groin and body hair trimmer got a summer makeover. It's waterproof now for all those times you need to shave your groin or body hair at a pool party.
So get 20% off plus free shipping using code UNSUB at manscaped.com. The summer sun is here to stay, so trust Manscaped to keep those pubes at bay.
Exactly.
Oh, that day just passed. Literally.
Yeah. Marvin Heemeyer Day.
Yeah,
Peace be to him.
Dude, dear God, there was a one Twitter thing that was like why this was wrong. And then the amount of shit that dude got from that one post, I was like, good, the internet is doing its job. It's like, are you fucking retarded?
Well, like,
none
look,
of
like-
this is true.
The new Unsub merch.
Oh, I love that. My thing is like, most of the people who actually know the story behind Marvin Heemeyer and the whole
Nick
Killdozer thing and everything like that, it's like, look, nobody's saying what he did was right. They're just saying it was rad.
Based.
There's a difference between those things.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I get it.
Yeah. Like it's kind of like fucking what's that movie? It's like Falling Down with Michael Douglas, where it's like the guy just gets pushed too far for the whole fucking movie and just snaps and start like just it's like street justice kind of. It's like that's not right, but it's the shit that all of us are thinking about doing. We just can't.
Well, I reposted it the other day because it was the 20th anniversary of Killdozer, and I reposted it, and people were like, "Aren't you a cop? He tried to kill cops." And it's like, he never tried to kill cops. He had 2 rifles set up in there, and he never once tried to kill a fucking
One
police
of which was
officer.
a 50 cal.
Yeah,
he
had a
could have
50 cal.
shot through anything those cops were hiding behind
And
if he wanted to.
At not one point did he try to fucking shoot at a police officer.
He had a Barrett. He had like foul or whatever, a bunch of ammo, like all sorts of shit. Like he fired a couple rounds, but like he wasn't trying to hurt anybody.
And the way he did it, like even when he went to like the town hall, which was connected to the library, he went and tore up the front yard first to give the library time to evacuate. Like,
yeah.
He had a very specific agenda on what he was doing, and hurting innocent people wasn't on it.
And the number one.
No, I was just saying he could have killed so many fucking cops, and he chose not to.
I'm gonna get another drinky poo.
Get it.
We did play the starter car chant last night.
That is true.
Yeah,
It was good seeing everyone out. Like, everyone came out last night. I was like, oh, everyone fucking out having a good old time.
Yeah, it was the UFC fight night,
And then
everyone came out.
And we have a new thing where the Zandakar,
The starter car chant.
Sardaukar, gets played by the DJ because Cody offers them money.
Well,
So this got to happen. And then my favorite part was they played it, but they played like none of the important part, and they like tried to downplay it, and they played 30 seconds. Our boy Trout was like,
Trout goes over there and
this shit.
He bullies the DJ. He goes over there and he's like, "No, you're gonna fucking play more of the starter car chant."
This is after like a hype song came on, and then immediately, he's going
This motherfucker, this DJ. Cody tipped him heavily. I'm not going to say the dollar amount, but he gave him money to play the starter car chant. It was a very crowded bar. I had an emotional breakdown at the end of the night. It's a long story. We're back, baby. But the guy played the starter car chant, or so he claimed. And then I walked over. Cody's like, I just tipped him X amount of dollars, and he never put that song on. I was like, how much did you give him? And he told me the dollar amount. And so I walked over to the bartender, and I was like, listen, buddy. I was like, my buddy just gave you money to put on a song, and you didn't play it. And he's like, no, I played it. You just weren't listening. And I was like, well, if we didn't fucking hear it, that means you didn't play it. All right? And he goes, okay, understood. Walk back to the bar. Boom, there it is. Thank you. It was way better.
Fucking, the part we wanted started playing very loud. Over his period, like, hey, there we go.
It wasn't that bad. I'll say the dollar amount because it was fucking my money. Because it's the least egregious out of any of the times we've done it. It was $100.
Oh, that's low compared to what the average is.
Bro, I was thinking like first time was Salt Lake, which was at least I think it broached 4 digits.
No, it was 5.
It was $500.
500.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then there was after the live show. I think I paid that guy $200, and he remixed it.
Yeah,
he did a really good job.
That was a G. That man earned
My
his
favorite
money.
part was fucking still Papa Meat just on that dance floor shredding it up. I've never seen a dude dance so much.
Oh, he's got moves.
Papa Meat loves to fucking dance.
Dude, he threw it back too. He was wearing sweatpants, and like for the joke, we were kind of like it's like, oh, we're having fun. It's me and one of my boys out here on the dance floor, like having a good time. And then he was like throwing his ass into me, and I was like, bro, I remember I got fucking aggressively grinded on by fucking Papa Meat. Whew.
I'm glad we don't have an HR department.
Just Papa Meat just having the best time of his life.
It was awesome.
And that is why he will be on every
sexual
live
assault.
show. Every live show we do, Papa Meat has to be there, and so does Rich. Like, those are the tour champions, period.
I got a good fucking live show story about good old Papa Meat. We were in the green room at the show that he was on, and it was right before it was me and his editor, whose name I can't remember, but he's a wonderful guy, super cool guy. I want to say Zach.
I want to say it was Nick too.
Nick.
Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nick is the editor.
Yeah, Nick with a K. We were in the green room.
I love Nick.
3 of them.
Fucking Nick.
Well, good old, are we calling him Papa Meat?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Father.
Meat Canyon.
Hunter.
Or
Father
yeah,
Meat.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Call him
Yeah,
Hunter.
we can say his real name.
Okay,
Yeah.
Hunter was like, he was like, hey, is there any like merch, like unsub merch I can wear on stage when I'm on there with those guys? And I was like, yeah, there's live show T-shirts. I was like, I'll go grab you one. They're from small all the way up to, or I said they go all the way up to 3X because obviously he's a bigger guy. And he goes, well, I'm a 7X. And I was like,
That is a parachute.
okay, well, they go up to 3X. I don't know if that'll fit. And he goes, listen, I know
to skinny people like you, all us fat people look the same. But I'm a 7X. Is 3 the same number as 7? And I was like, no. And he was like, so then a 3X won't fit me. And I thought about that. I mean, I was laughing at the moment because I knew he was fucking with me. But like that night, I was like, I'm like laying in bed and I'm like, is Hunter a 7X? Like, what are large sizes?
He's just fucking with me.
And I looked it up. A 7X is like a parachute. It is,
Yeah,
like it's
there
a
is
boat
no fucking
cover.
way in shit.
His mother, he was with me hard. No, I'll get out of here.
I said sit in my lap.
I'll get out of here.
Swap it out. I fucking love Hunter because that's what, dude. Even the other day, we were at that one bar and he left a voicemail, and I thought it was on the. You know how when you leave a voice message, it says what it's gonna say.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks, Eli. I truly appreciate it. You're so kind. Something like that. I was like, oh. I hit play. And immediately when I hit play, it was like, thanks, Eli. I fucking love what you do. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I hit pause because it was just blaring over everything. I was like, Hunter, God damn it.
I saw Wendigoon posted that on Twitter.
Yes,
It was a similar thing.
That exact fucking voice. He did.
He said, like, can someone please cancel this man? I'll pay you $18. I just want to be free from the hell that is this podcast. Because they've got Creepcast going on, which is one of my favorites. I enjoy it. I watch every. I'm dead serious. I enjoy every episode.
We're watching, babe, the left right turn.
Left right game. Yeah. I fucking love that one.
I just finished part 1. We've been watching it. Like, it's that bedtime.
Yeah.
Just consuming it before we go to bed. So we're like consuming it before we go to bed. But it is so good. And watching how their dynamic is one of my favorite, because they are polar opposite people, but the same at the exact same time.
They have the same passion.
Dude,
I love watching them bully each other.
oh, dude, they bully the shit
When
out of
Me
each
Canyon
other.
starts doing his voices to him, he's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh.
I love.
Right, Justin Roiland.
I love.
Mr. Macy,
Justin
look at
Roiland
me.
and his 2 voices.
I love when
It's quirky time. I'm not Rick or Morty.
I'm not Rick or Morty. I'm doing the crazy voice. Whoa.
I don't know. Other Justin Roiland voice. It's me, Justin Roiland voice 2.
The entire audience is laughing.
Yes. Wait.
What? Oh, I was gonna say. I love when some random bread tuber attacks Wendigoon and the entire internet
we haven't
shits
talked
on him
about
and
that
ends
yet.
his entire
Have we?
career.
We barely talked
we
about it.
yeah,
it
we
was,
skimmed it.
what is that guy's name?
He shouted to prevail. No, that's Slaughter.
Praise of Shadows or whatever the fuck his
Dude,
name is.
Show coming in for show's like, I know this one.
Come on.
Show knows this one. This one, that dude fucked.
His own career.
He went from I struggle making $500 and that's not livable to making $0 and hated on the internet. That dude just needed to shut the fuck up. Like, that is one that shouldn't be on the internet. If you can't take criticism or somebody coming into the space and not being like, oh, this is great for the space. Because Wendigoon was one dude that would have just open arms welcomed you.
And he did.
Did you see his response?
So graceful.
I
Okay,
didn't
hold
even
on.
know about this.
Wendigoon's response to his video, which he took down, by the way, after finding out, like, no, because he was like, I'm not here to shit talk people who made me mad on Twitter, which is exactly what he was doing.
For 3 hours.
Yeah.
This video was 3 hours long.
Thank God for people like Brandon Buckingham that I could just skim through the important parts and not have to listen to that dude fucking dribble.
For 3
with
hours.
his Sacagawea jacket
Dude,
on.
that Sacagawea jacket, I wanted to punch in his face because white people shouldn't wear that jacket. That's all I got to say about that is white people should not wear that jacket.
It's called fringe.
Period. That I hate. Ugh.
He also just talks like a fucking soy jack. Like, and now we're going to talk about Wendigoon. One of the people that is very right wing, and that I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying you should excommunicate him from everything,
from society.
He should not be allowed to enjoy the things I enjoy.
If you are from, where are they from?
The Appalachia.
Oh, the Appalachia.
If you're from the Appalachians, you are a racist.
You're a white supremacist. Yeah,
That's what
Wendigoon's response to it, though, was so fucking killer. Because he was like, don't go online. Don't bully this guy. It's not going to get anything accomplished. He was like, it's not, it's not becoming of people to talk shit to anyone. And then he ended it with, I hope you find whatever you're looking for.
Laser eyes.
Dude, my favorite part of that is like Wendigoon is the Labrador that a bunch of wolves like
comment.
Yeah.
What is the statement?
It was like Wendigoon is a Labrador that
Adored
made
by-
friend with a bunch of wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wendigoon's the Labrador protected by a pack of wolves.
Yeah.
And we're like, we will fucking kill you.
It wasn't even just
He's like,
us.
nobody bully him. Nobody bully. We're like, we're not afraid to say the
It's
bad
like
word. We're gonna
he-
redact it.
It's like he tried to prove that Wendigoon was a bad person just by everybody that Wendigoon's ever like been associated with, and then talk shit about them too. And
Including half the people here.
And everybody was 10 times bigger than him to begin with. It's like, how do you get an entire army against you?
I've got the comment. Wendigoon's relationship with the podcast can be described as a golden retriever who's adored by a pack of wolves.
That dude, that was the only video I like watching. First off, he just claims to be an artist. Like my tism went off. I was like, your first 30 minutes of a video is a widescreen shot.
Oh God.
With a fucking TV pushed in, and then your video taking up 1/3 of unused space. I was like, you're not a fucking artist, you fucking retard.
You're a hack.
Yeah, take off your goddamn Shakanawea jacket. I want to punch you in the face for that. There's just every time I'm just like, I want to punch you in the face for each one of these things. And then him talking, his fucking voice. And then he's just making fun of my friends. Like donut operator who was laughing at killing a
Death content.
Oh, dude. I love the term death content.
I
It's
will
pretty metal.
say it's pretty funny. The one video he picked, granted, he was cherry picking, but he's like, here's his thumbnail that just says head removal.
And it's Cody going,
I do like that. It's like Cody's like head removal on Cody's face. I'm like, well, he is right. He is smiling, but that's a good video to smile. Of all videos, that's the one I'm
Did
not
we talk
gonna...
about that last?
We did.
Yeah, a little bit.
A
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
a little bit.
It's just we didn't go in depth on that dude, on everything he said or how fucking stupid it was.
Apparently his Discord got leaked and he like wrote in his own Discord. Do you guys think I can come back from this?
oh my, nah.
You're done.
There's
No.
two main things that bother me about that. One is like where he's basically saying that like, racism is bad the entire time. And he's like, if you're a white person in Appalachia, you should be assumed racist until proven otherwise.
If you don't know,
what the fuck?
Appalachia incorporates 19 of the 50 states.
That was fucking ridiculous. That was like outright racism. It's like literally based on the color of your skin and where you live, you should be assumed to act this way. It's
No,
like,
that doesn't exist. Racism only works against one way. That's where all my racisms, all my racism.
Here we are.
I hate all these people. It is that definition of insanity is where you're like, here's how I always define it to my friends. If you can replace one word with another and it suddenly becomes racist, you're fucking wrong in that conversation. Period. If it's just like,
how do you mean?
A-okay. A lot of the times it's like, how do I say this without like fucking canceling anything? A lot of statements, it's like, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. It's okay. It's like it's okay if it's like a black man was blah, 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 or it's like blah, 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 blah against a white person, or they remove something. But the second they put in black, brown, Mexican, then it's suddenly racist. Or it's okay if it's like, hey, I fucking blah, blah, blah. This is, look at this white crime. Or hey, it's okay because we're doing this and it's Mexican pride.
Are you telling me that you want to judge people by the content of their character and not the color of their skin?
I have a dream today.
You guys are on par with each other.
And that's the thing is that Brandon and MLK,
Here they are at the same level.
but it is, you get to see it's it's like, hey, like this is okay because brown pride, Mexican pride, boom, boom, boom. If and a commercial that says a gay pride, it's hey, whatever it is, the second it becomes white pride, if you can substitute a word and it suddenly becomes racist, hey, maybe watch what you're saying and understand that it's not okay. Because if you can say brown Mexican pride, and then suddenly if I put white pride in there and that's not okay, if you can change the word and make it racist, probably a fucking problem at that point. You can't go, well, hey, if you go in the past because X, Y, and Z, it's like, no, that doesn't fucking matter. If it's okay to say Mexican pride, if it's okay to say whatever, any word can be used and it should be okay. That's always been my problem with it.
Yeah.
Period. That's
fair.
It's almost like you're logically consistent or some shit.
I'm like, if it just has to fall in, every word can be put in that statement and you're okay with it. If every word can't be put, if a color can't be put in that statement and it's suddenly a problem, I'm not okay with it then. Go fuck yourself if that's an issue. That's how I look at it.
My other thing though, with
Amen, brother. Sorry, you were saying something.
The second thing though, I said that was my first issue with the Appalachian thing. My second major fucking issue, and this is the big one, is that the way he talks about it, and he's very open about it. It's not implied, but he's very open about the fact that he thinks that if you don't agree with him, you should be shunned from entire communities.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like there's a lot of people that I talk to that I don't agree with about everything. There's a lot of people that I talk to that I don't agree with about a lot, like very, very serious issues. Like there's a lot of there's people that I talk to that I'm friends with who are more left leaning.
Yeah,
which I mean, like you shouldn't judge somebody's entire personality by that. Whatever, like
yeah,
no, to come to that, and your entire personality shouldn't be based off of your leaning.
You're very boring if that's the case. You know, like
if your political ideology is your personality,
you're boring as shit.
The people you look up to have friends who don't agree with them.
None of
like your heroes. Like it's
every one of these individuals. When we hang out, guess what they don't do? It's like, well, this is my. I would not be friends with anyone if that was their fucking individual. Like if that was your individuality. If you were just like, this is me because this is my political view, fuck yourself.
The number one thing is that these people can't sit at the same table as somebody who doesn't agree with them. That's like a thing. They're like, I refuse. Because like that's the thing that bugged me is they said Wendigoon should be shunned from the horror community because he's clearly has conservative views and he's a Christian. It's like, dude,
and because
fuck you.
He had money. And then the guy goes in the same video and says, his dad came from this, but then denounced all of that or whatever, and then they grew up poor. It's like Wendigoon then didn't come from money. That guy just
which at the end of the day, who gives a fuck?
No,
yeah,
it doesn't
matter.
Not how your lifestyle is based off of your wealth growing up. Or that guy just
I like
literally
him
shot himself in the knee.
I like him because he's a smart guy. He's really nice and he makes entertaining stuff. Like
he's a kind
human.
It.
He's probably the sweetest human being I have ever met in my life, hands down.
When I talk to him,
genuinely, it's not an act. Like you can tell he is very sincere.
I am look me in the eyes right now. I am dead ass serious when I tell you that Wendigoon, Isaiah, is probably the kindest human being I have ever met in my life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think of Scott, like Kentucky.
I raised him right.
You being a father to Wendigoon was amazing on how you grew him to an adult.
he's the best thing I ever made.
I don't know, dude. Like that's why we all went in on this fucking guy too.
I don't know what camera you're on right now.
I don't know.
Okay, you're on that one. Okay.
Oh. No, dude. He fucked with Wendigoon, and he's like he said, it's one of our fucking favorite people. Like, and he's so wholesome, and he's such a good guy, and you're gonna fucking talk shit about him? Oh no. Like here's the wrath of everyone who loves him.
Welcome to the fucking Thunderdome.
Yeah, welcome to Thunderdome, bud.
Gonna give it to you.
I appreciate that he came along right after we're no longer bullying Tony.
I know that was
It's immediate new target. Like, ooh, cool.
Is all the people you have the dudes who will defend to the end of time, like Wendigoon, Kentucky Ballistics. This dude won't even cuss, even on one of the lines for Tiny Guns 3. Jake was like, just say like, fuck that. And he's like, well, I won't say that. Like, that is to the degree you have Scott, who will have your back and work, just humble you, or just help you no matter what. Scott's my favorite human. He texts just like Wendigo. He's just a good fucking dude.
Scott pays extra money for his ballistic dummies to have green blood because he doesn't want it to be too realistic.
He showed up to Tiny Guns 3. He walked out, and the first thing he looked at me, and I'm like, who the fuck am I? You know? And he walks up and he goes, hey, Connor, how you doing, man? It's been a while. And I was like, oh my God, he remembers me. Like, he remembers my name. He's like, yeah, I haven't seen you since the last range day. Hope you're doing well. I was like, oh my God, he's just the sweetest human being in the fucking world.
That's what me up. Like, I've said this before, like when he had his accident, I was like, God damn it literally is the best of us.
Yeah, when you meet these good dudes, even I will say, even like Meat Canyon. Meat Canyon, you can look at his content, like, oh, I don't know. Meat Canyon still, I can read every text he's saying. He's like, thank you for being one of the best humans. Like, he is just so sweet on when you compliment what he does, because he's an amazing dude. And when they text you back, it's just a sweet dude just like, oh, thank you so much. You look at Meat Canyon's content and you're like, that dude, probably not so much. Then you know how he is a human, and you're like,
oh, bro, when I told the shop boys, like, yeah, we're giving Hunter like Meat Canyon and AK, they're like, are you fucking sure? Like, because they'd only seen like his cartoons and shit like that. Like, bro, I don't want to end up on the fucking 6 o'clock news. Like, you
the
sure
guy
about this?
Yeah, the guy that says, give me that. What that man?
You got a nice little man. Dude, it stinks.
Yeah, that man.
He did his new Papa Meat video is him shitting on that like the car salesman influencer. It's so fucking funny.
Dude, I will say the most.
I hate that guy.
That guy, but also when you go to Babe, what was the Discord mods? Those are the most weirdest people we just watched. Did you watch the Discord mods?
I've not seen this one yet.
Oh, if you
Like
want to
for
be
people like Amaris and Pokimane, like their editors.
Oh God, I can't imagine.
The parasocial relationships that are created.
Like the people that just show up, like, donated $10,000 and I got a hug.
If I
and
hang
you
around long enough, she'll fuck me.
That video is the most like. That was one I was uncomfortable watching, because you get to watch the mods, and because Papa Meat puts him in the video and shows everything. And you're just like, I'm uncomfortable on every part of this. And he's just like, he tries to defend them at parts. He's like, you get this part. And then you see them interact. And you're like, oh, yeah, I'm not.
Making it hard.
Literally what he says. He's like, you're making it hard. You're making it really fucking hard right now, my guy.
I enjoy, like, Creepcast, Wendigoon, Hunter, like, all of them, like, have become, like, the content I like watch, if I'm in the shower, if I'm driving, like something like that. Like, it's just the perfect fucking, not my private shower time.
Oh, pardon.
He's my son, you degenerate.
Oh, fair. Your public shower time.
My public shower.
You said my private shower time.
I'm just like, whatever. Fuck you. All right, you got me on a dialogue moment there. He's like, fucking. Hey, well, Eli blue screened last episode. I can blue screen this time.
Blue screen super hard.
Oh, but the kid who posted that fucking documentary, though, the one thing I wanted to say is that he comes out at the end. He's like talking about Appalachia, and he's like, if you're from Appalachia, it should be by default assume that you're a racist until proven otherwise. With his tassels hanging down and shit. And then he says he's from.
You guys really don't
Asheville.
like his shirt.
Dude, I hate it. Thank you for hating.
Oh, he's in Asheville?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Cody.
Oh, no.
Suck it up.
Asheville is, as somebody who's from North Carolina,
It's the Austin of North Carolina.
it is the fucking Portland of the East Coast.
That's
It's
where hippies go to die. Dude, I had diarrhea in the police station in Asheville because the at the Urban Outfitters wouldn't let me shit in their bathroom because I hadn't bought anything left.
Are you?
What? Pardon?
What?
No, this is a true story.
Oddly specific.
I didn't know if it was a bit.
No, I'm dead ass serious.
That was a very specific.
I ate Indian street food, and I had diarrhea, and I got attacked by a pit bull because the didn't have it on a leash, and I sprinted into a police station, and the police lady at the what does this have to do with what we're talking about?
Woman.
Keep going.
The police woman sprinted into the police station. I had to take a shit, and she got up in a panic, assuming I had an emergency, which I did. I was about to shit my pants because the at the Urban Outfitters in Asheville, North Carolina in 2016 didn't let me use their bathroom. She said, "Sir, we don't have a public restroom." I bought a $30 pair of socks, you slut. So I ran into the bathroom of the police station.
That's like a bad cracker. Like I shot my nuts off in the Cracker Barrel, like on an old Boomer T-shirt. It was shit my pants in a police station in Asheville.
It was a pair of Legend of Zelda socks. I blow my asshole out in the stall. I come out. A guy is handcuffed, pissing at a urinal. I think his hands were in front of him. And I come out of the stall. So. Yeah. And I go, "How you doing, man?" And he goes, "Having a better day than you, sounds like." Which is a great counter to hearing the violent diarrhea I just had. But anyway,
to be fair, he thought you were getting waterboarded in there.
Yeah. I was pissing out my big old hard.
You don't know about ass pisses.
Asheville, North Carolina. It's the LA of North Carolina. You can drive 10 minutes in any direction in North Carolina.
Oh.
You'll be in North Carolina, but Asheville is a cancer on that state.
No, it's just like fucking Austin. Austin of Texas. That's what Asheville is of North Carolina.
At least Asheville's beautiful. Like it's a beautiful fucking place. Why are all the fucking nice place taken over by the hippies that want to ruin everything?
That's why I live in Iowa. It's cold. They stay away.
You don't have many minorities.
Oh, dude.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Eli? I was just going off of cold. Minorities
I hate to
minorities are like, it's sub degrees.
Eli,
Let's move there.
Minorities know how coats work, okay? Like, it's fine.
Nice talking to you, boys.
Prove me wrong.
No. Can I tell you about? Bro, I've never told my Asheville story, dude.
Iowa demographics.
Would you like to hear my Asheville story?
They don't even fucking on Google. They don't even break it down.
There you go.
By fucking like white, black, Hispanic. They break it down by which part of Europe you're from. I'm dead fucking serious.
Wait, let me see this.
Are you the right kind of white boy?
Iowans are primarily Western European descent with large German.
Can I tell you?
Irish,
it's like 35%?
Irish. Dude, you guys are going to fit. No, 13%. Tweak. 13% of y'all are living there. There's definitely not Mexican on
13% of the population of Iowa makes 50% of the potatoes.
Norwegian. There is... How many... I'm going to Google Mexicans in Iowa.
Can I tell you my Asheville story?
Yes.
That's just like people.
We just say no. Cody's like, wait.
I know everyone just
Mexicans in Iowa
No,
is putting
everyone
off
just-
big Kanye energy with somebody in Paris.
It's cool. Everyone just cut me off. I don't give a fuck. That's fine.
Cody, let's hear your story.
Okay, so Asheville, 2017. I'm going through there. I'm making a vlog, and like, I'm doing my vlog thing. I'm like, haha, this is fun. This is fucking cool. And we get this one guy who's like tatted up and just has like all these piercings on his face and shit. And he flicks me off, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna do anything about that.
Where are you for context? Like
Asheville, North Carolina. Like
yeah, no, but
about.
where were you? Like in a restaurant or?
Yeah. We're in the public square there in the middle of Asheville, and so I get home, I edit the vlog, I put it out, and someone was like, "Hey, that guy just got arrested." And so the dude that flicked me off, the tattooed up, fucking everything on his eyes and stuff. It turned out he got arrested for they like took a cat and they shoved a bunch of needles into it. And sorry, this is a fucking sad story. But they shoved a bunch of.
We're gathering
I'm serious. Like,
I like Cody's story. He's like, let me follow this with his assassin.
No, dude, I just had him on camera and he flicked me off, and I was like, I'm not gonna beat his fucking ass. And I get home and I upload it, and then people are commenting, and I go back and I'm like, holy shit, this guy just got arrested for shoving a bunch of hypodermic needles into fucking cats.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know. That's my story. That's all I had there.
How long have you been doing YouTube?
Man, 8 years now.
Holy shit. It's impressive.
How long have you been doing YouTube?
Like 2 years.
Go fuck yourself.
Fuck you. What do you want me to do?
Not that you don't deserve the success that you had, because you absolutely do. You're one of the only content creators that I watch pretty much everything they do.
You're also going to,
however,
you're going to surpass us all, bud.
It is very irritating from our perspective.
Oh, there's 6% Mexicans in Iowa.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Did you clip it?
I was talking to him, not him.
I genuinely thought you were talking to Eli.
No, I was talking to Brandon on that, actually. I got lucky
That's not
with
what the internet's gonna say.
with my meteoric rise.
Oh.
Bro.
6%. I got lucky. That's all
that.
they need is right.
I want,
dude, fucking
I
lawn
want-
care is so goddamn expensive in
I
Iowa.
want more Mexicans.
Why?
100%. Dude, they're the best.
Why?
It's like, generally speaking, probably my favorite group.
Why?
Oh.
So like I married the farmer's daughter legitimately. Like my in-laws grow beef cattle. So I can get
oh, that's awesome.
There's this weird thing that happens where
As opposed to what kind of cattle?
like milking cows or whatever, like different types of cattle for different types of things.
Okay. Well, all right, that makes sense.
Like they raise beef cattle like to get slaughtered to get.
That was
turned
also a
into steaks
genuine
and shit.
question.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
like I mean,
what is, like,
they
do
could
they raise like bison? And
they
shit
could have
too?
like milk cows or different types of cows, but so they raise beef cattle, and there's this thing with all the laws where if a beef cow shows up with any type of injury, they can't have it slaughtered. So like if it has a broken leg, that cow's done. And that's like $8,000 to $10,000 worth of money that cow's worth, that farmer's just out now because like it broke its leg getting loaded onto the trailer to go to the slaughterhouse. And they're just like, fuck you, eat it because we think that you abused the animal or whatever now, so we can't take it. So there will be like butchers or whatever, and they slaughter them themselves, and then it's like that's what the family eats, and that's what they give to their friends, and so you get like super cheap ground beef and steaks and all this shit. And I do construction, so obviously I know a lot of Hispanic families, and they're like, bro,
obviously,
can you get me?
Could you explain that remark?
Yeah, explain.
Yeah, they typically do construction.
Why?
They're really good at it. I don't know, but holy fuck, are they fast at it?
Do you know many mud people?
Huh? No, they mostly do concrete and framing where I'm from.
That's a deep cut for the podcast.
But no, so like they're always like, bro, can you get me some lengua? Can you get me cow tongue? I'm like, fuck yeah, I can. Like none of the people around that in Iowa eat cow tongue. I'm like, I'll get you. Oh yeah, nobody eats that shit.
That's a huge thing.
They don't do intestines, but like I have some of them that want like they're like, bro, can you get me a head? I was like, what do you mean? They're like, just fucking cut the head off and give me the head. We're gonna put the whole head in a crock pot mixed stew and eat all the muscle. And I'm like, that sounds dope. Can
Babe, you have menudo, right?
I'll get you a head if I can have some. And they're like, oh, for sure. And then they just like give me all this fucking dope ass food. It's fantastic.
Dude, menudo, I had to hide from Sav what it was initially because I was like,
intestines.
Oh, it's like chitlins.
It's like a soup full of just intestines.
oh, dude, it's fucking. It's not corn. It's what's it
disgusting.
called? Fuck.
We're bad at this.
We're the worst Mexicans in the goddamn world.
I know what you're talking about, though.
And intestine. It is the best hangover meal you will ever have. Oh,
no, dude.
Cody,
I've had chitlins before, and it's the worst shit I've ever.
No, if you had menudo, my Mexican.
It's the same fucking thing, dude.
Comment about the being Mexican and hangover.
Why? Why is your watch not updated since the 29th? You're the last one that I've never gotten before. I've never gotten it before.
It's so long.
You piece of shit.
Dude, you just got me to actually soy jack for real.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Cody, come back.
No, this podcast is cool while it lasted.
Cody drives his TRX in through the living room. He kills us all.
I know how to
Just run through the fucking house with it.
Just boom.
I know how to call him back.
What's up with you? You doing threes?
Here, go back.
That's not Cody
yeah,
behavior.
right.
Oh,
No, they're on the Zims right now, dude.
dude, we never sit by each other. Ever since I gave you the wet willy the first time, we've never sat by each
I don't
other.
want to sit by you, motherfucker.
I didn't realize it was intentional.
I'm going to sit by this dickhead.
So good. I even looked at Cody's watch. Was like,
Well, no, he boosts me and he could me at any moment. Nic scares me, dude.
It's not that bad.
The only thing that separates me and Nic is the gun that I have. Like, Nic is a scary person. Especially with his fucking tank top, no pants, running through the woods.
Just them fucking.
I'm just thinking of like I'm
slapping.
thinking of Edward from Twilight sprinting through the Pacific Northwest forest.
But you hear his feet slap.
You assholes
On
turned
that
me into a
dirt.
cryptid.
Dude, the best text we ever got from Nic was the morning the episode released. It was like 2 hours later. What the fuck did you guys do? And it's a picture of like Nic standing like,
Bro, I had like 50 DMs of me going like this with ram horns with a giant blurred out cock.
You're welcome.
Do we have more of those?
Poop tea.
I want a poop tea.
Oh, also,
peach.
by the, speaking of like all how TikTok hates me for ranting about communism, it's like a lot of people were talking shit and they're like, wow, these guys are sponsored by Anheuser-Busch. And it's like,
what?
No,
If we were.
because I had like Busch Lights on the tables, like, we have 0 drink sponsors. Believe me, no alcohol selling company
No.
is going to sign off on this fucking shit show.
That's why we call it poop
What-
tea.
Because all of them have to say drink responsibly below their ads.
Right.
Never happening.
Believe me, I'm not sponsored by Anheuser-Busch, and if I ever do get sponsored by Anheuser-Busch, there will be signs. I don't know what they're going to be, but they're going to be dumb.
You're gonna take the fucking Anheuser, or you're just gonna take like a Busch Light and put it on the couch
Bro,
with your MP5 and everything else I've seen you put there.
That's my new favorite thing in life, by the way.
I've seen you do it quite a lot.
I've bought a lot of things recently and put them on that couch.
Your write-off casting couch.
And the amount of people that are like, it doesn't work that way. Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
does.
does.
Yes, it does.
100%.
I hate to break it to you, but yeah, it does.
You almost had me
No.
dress up as Hannah.
That was going to be fucking hilarious.
Which
we should still do that. You want to do it?
100%. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we're doing it.
By the time
Next, I can read that text was like, hey, can you put balloons as your tits? I was like, yeah.
I mean, we basically agreed that me gender swap looks like your
Bro.
wife. It's a little scary, honestly.
When Brandon did the
Oh, yeah,
AI
yeah.
gender swap,
For one, I didn't do it. You fucking
it
did
looks so much like my wife. It's upsetting.
He gets a boner around me every fucking time. It's a little weird. No, actually.
Why you ask him to shave?
Yeah.
Just every time I'm with Hannah, I was like, tell me about AKs. Just fucking like, just
Why'd I get bricked up on that? Collateral.
oh my God, it's bad. It's really bad.
I hate you saying
Oh
bricked
no.
Oh, it's good to have the gang back together.
Every
no.
time we're around each other, I'm like, this is why this exists right now.
Yeah.
We are the happiest guys.
The 4 best friends that anyone could have. We're the No, yeah.
Cody, how you doing?
I don't know. You guys want to fucking bully me more?
No, I was asking you.
You were
okay.
the only one that didn't get booped for fucking a year and a half. Okay, I had
God
to get you
damn it.
eventually.
I know you.
Yeah,
got me.
because you wet willied him. You just fucking his ear.
Fuck off, Connor.
You were like this.
that was good. I don't care what he.
He's the big brother that I want to fight, but I know it would just not go well.
You boot. I love that you boot me, and then the random light was like, kill Nic.
Dude, we were shit faced at was it your birthday at your house that we celebrated?
Oh, yes. I put on a surprise birthday.
So we had a surprise birthday party for you, and we were fucking just shit wrecked.
All my friends were like, should we do a surprise birthday for Eli?
So we did that, and I like
Sam's like, can I have your concealed carry, please?
Cody went to
Good call, by the way.
Cody
Great
went to
call.
hug me, and I like arm dragged him, just dicking around. And Cody like takes his gun out and sets it on the car. Like, let's keep going. And then it's just me and Cody wrestling on the tile floor in Eli's kitchen for 20 minutes.
I love that all the rest of us just immediately looked at that and went, All right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Moving
You guys
on.
just kept eating tacos and talking.
Yeah, let's play Ace VR.
Have you ever tried to break a bad habit and it just felt like you're climbing Mount Everest in flip-flops? We have all been there, everyone. But here's a breath of fresh air, Fume. It's not about giving up, it's about switching up. Fume simply takes your habit and makes it better, healthier, and a whole lot more enjoyable. Fume is an innovative, award-winning air-flavored device. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume uses natural nature. It uses air powered by your lungs. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. You get it. Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habit easy. Mine's at the Unsub house and I'm not there right now. Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and movable parts and magnets. Gives your fingers a lot to do if you're trying to de-stress. Now on a personal note, it is extremely weird having a device that is operated by your lungs and the air around you, and it tastes good. So go start that good habit over at tryfume.com/unsub to save 10% off the Journeyman Pack today.
This manslaughter brought to you by PTSD.
Hey.
Demetrious Johnson's gonna fuck up all of us.
I can't wait.
Oh, dude.
Such a good.
Are you going to wrestle him?
No.
Yeah, do it.
Dude,
Do it.
that motherfucker just went and won. I think he won Worlds at brown belt, or like he was in. So he just got his black belt, but right before that, he went into a brown belt competition.
Pause. UFC champion and pound for how many years?
Fuck it, like 5 to 8 years. He was pound for pound best
In
on the planet.
2010.
Yeah, he's incredible.
And just got his what?
He just got his black belt.
2024.
Like pound for pound on the Ultimate Fighting Champion, deadliest human with his hands.
For sure. 100%.
He is also 5'3" and 130 pounds.
So, yeah, like, right. But hear me out. The motherfucker was in a brown belt jiu-jitsu tournament at a high level up against another brown belt, somebody that in theory is comparable skill level to him. And he went into the absolute division. Absolute means there's no weight classes.
Oh, God.
This motherfucker was 275 pounds. It looked like Demetrious Johnson was his child. And Demetrious Johnson
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
He went in there and tapped the dude out. Finished him.
Shit.
This dude literally threw him off of him multiple times. And Demetrious, so like in jiu-jitsu, you can like pull guard where you like pull the bigger dude on top of you, which is usually like the meta strategy. This guy fucking Demetrious Johnson went in there and wrestled and took the significantly larger man down and then choked him out.
How much did the guy weigh?
Like 275.
So literally double his weight.
Or more.
100 and yeah.
Demetrious Johnson was
pounds.
125 when he, granted that's like his fighting weight. So he's probably 150 at most.
At probably
like fully
135,
hydrated, walking
'cause
around.
like,
yeah, I don't think he cut very much
No,
weight.
he probably
anyways.
doesn't cut much.
Literally twice his size, and he just went in there and choked the guy out.
Well,
it's like,
because you booped me, I'm going to make him fight you.
fuck off. No,
we're all fighting him.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
No,
I am
we're not.
That's a great
significantly.
pepper box episode.
I've been doing
fuck.
like jujitsu and martial arts for a long time. I'm significantly more scared of smaller guys than I am of bigger guys.
Oh, no.
Like bigger guys, it's
no,
like
Nick.
he's gonna crush me. It's gonna be really uncomfortable. Smaller guys, it's like that motherfucker's gonna teleport and be on my back, and it's gonna be awful. Like it's a lose-lose situation.
It is very much true on how that works a lot of times.
But Nick, you booped me.
Fuck you, Cody.
Guess who my friend is? Demetrious Johnson.
This is a very good pepper box episode.
I'm gonna boop him too.
Oh yeah, you fucking
There's an
do.
audible
Here's the
gasp
thing.
from the
Here's the
peanut
thing.
gallery.
Demetrious Johnson is so fucking fast. I bet I go, huh, and he just goes. He looks and then still blocks it. He's so fast.
Jim Croce's fucking Time in a Bottle starts playing as he just like...
No, for sure. He's so fast.
I picture this. You go like this. You're slamming against the wall, and he has you in an arm bar. Like, oh god,
I'm getting suplexed.
The unsub sign breaks in half. Like, what happened?
Brandon and I are back here like, yeah, in slow motion.
It's just it's the new X-Men Quicksilver scene, just like, fuck. Oh, Nick's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we do like.
I want to see how, because like the dude is so fast. I want to see how fast that like with some training, how fast could that dude draw a gun and fire? I bet it's insanely fast.
We can train him.
That's what I'm saying.
That's because we have the boxing gym. This can be a full. The gang does MMA. The gang does UFC. We go to Tony's gym in the ring. We all have to wrestle him.
Nope. I'm not interested.
I'm not fight. I stand up fight. That's the one dude. I'm like, I'm gonna get humbled.
Nope.
I would rather spar than roll.
With that guy.
No,
we get to do both.
You would rather roll. Trust me.
I can't. Are you sure?
I'm 1,000% sure.
I kind of want to know.
No, you don't.
The gang, who wants to see the gang does?
No, you don't. Demetrious Johnson is now he's.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think I will win by any means.
You don't understand how bad it's going to be. Demetrious Johnson has climbed to the top of the mountain, and now he's just doing fucking side quests. He went in and had like an exhibition match with Rod Tang. Rod Tang is like the best fucking Muay Thai fighter on the planet. And they had a tournament where it was like,
Rod Tang is absolutely, if you don't know who he is the most terrifying fighder. That is a dude
Rod Tang is horrifying.
Dude, this is a guy that's like if you watch his fights, when he was fighting a world champion and he made this dude's entire side literally black and blue because he just kept kicking until the dude gave up.
Rod Tang like breaks his opponents because he'll like get cracked with a super hard shot and he'll look at him and go, I don't give a fuck, and then go in there and beat the fuck out. Like,
yeah.
Like he's horrifying.
He's 100 and something fights in.
Demetrious Johnson went in there, did a whole round of striking with him, and did pretty damn well considering. Did not get finished, and then the next round was MMA and took him down and choked him out immediately.
Jesus,
he's horrifying.
So do we do the gang does MMA?
Or do we all get to fight him at once?
Yeah. No.
I'm still not optimistic, but that's the only way I'm doing it.
I think if we can each
I feel like he would go way harder on us if it was all against him. Which I don't think I want that smoke.
If it's 4 against 1, he's gonna fucking crack us in the face as hard as possible. I do 1-on-1 and be like, hey, it's light sparring, please. I'm gonna say please at the end of that statement.
Please, sir. I didn't tell you about this. I had a dream last night that I had another boxing match that I took that was today.
Tony Gonzalez.
No, it was some random fucking YouTuber or whatever who was actually like looked like he could fucking fight. I was like, oh God, I haven't boxed in forever. Eli, help. And you're like, yeah, man, you didn't know about that?
Yeah, I just didn't tell you.
Yeah, you're just smiling. Like, really? You didn't fucking plan? But you did that smug smile. He's like, you have fun with that, buddy. Like you were in my fucking dream. Like, yeah, you'll do right.
Just asshole Eli.
Yeah.
Like, you got this, buddy.
You're like, oh, you'll do good. All right.
Brand's like, this is my worst nightmare. That is considered a nightmare. It's that win. Thank you, Sean.
Are we all gonna do fights on one card together?
I would love that.
I feel like that'd be pretty cool.
Who needs one?
I'm good.
I'll take one.
God, that was the funny part is when we were doing the fight through DAZN, Akeem was saying like, dude, it's so hard to fight. Find somebody who will fight you. I have no fucking prior fight experience. Like I had never thrown a punch outside of a bar fight before 6 weeks before the fucking pro fight I took. But they were just like, yeah, this guy has a beard and shoots a bunch of guns. We don't really want to fight this guy.
Which is crazy to see how that is like a demoralizer. We're like, nah.
Well, I mean, like, kind of, we live a life where, like, if you see our highlight reel as just like a California influencer, you're like, this guy can fuck my bitch. I really don't want to be here.
So I was can pro boxers have beards?
Yeah.
They can?
Yeah.
How come none of them do?
Because it's the little cushion or whatever. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought there was a rule that like super high level pro boxers couldn't have beards.
I don't think so.
Because like none of them, I don't think like when I think of like, I mean, obviously what you did was pro, but like when I think of like somebody that's like a pro boxer,
like a real
that's
pro.
their actual career path. Like none of them have beards ever. I didn't think they could have beards because it was like one, it's one, it's a little bit of cushion, but two, it helps with like glancing
Yeah.
and stuff. So like I thought that
Well, they also rub Vaseline all over your face beforehand, which I think the
True.
beards actually hurt. Because if you just have Vaseline on your skin,
yeah, that's true.
it actually like it helps with the glancing versus the beard. I think retains it better.
Keith
'Cause
Thurman,
I
John
know-
Ruiz, Robert Duran. Oh yeah, Duran.
I'm talking on my ass. By the way. I have no
So they've
idea.
had them. Like,
Okay.
It just depends on who.
Okay, maybe-
Frazier had one.
Okay.
Dude, oh my God. Peterson.
That's what I'm saying, because like in jujitsu, like having a big ass beard and long hair makes like it's an advantage almost. Because because like if you have if you have a beard down to here, it's illegal to pull your hair, and now your beard is blocking your fucking neck, so I can't choke you through it. You know what I mean? So like it's kind of an advantage. So like I'd have a big ass beard if I was fighting.
That's the jujitsu rules where it's illegal to pull the hair, but like it's like if you're actually fighting somebody, like that's the first fucking thing you do.
I mean, yeah. It's also illegal in jujitsu to throw a punch unless you're holding fabric in your hand. I'm gonna grab your shirt and then punch you.
Yeah, and then you just fucking jerk across the chin. I'm going for a choke. What are you talking about?
I was establishing a grip. Fuck
We were
off.
talking about that earlier today where it's like
Aiming for the chin strap.
Yeah. Boxing, it's like, I'll just be like, oh, I'm moving my fist aside
last night.
move your fist aside so it can cross.
Dude, boxing and wrestling, like as a jujitsu person that's been doing it forever, boxing and wrestling are the two most horrifying like martial arts on the planet to me, because it's like jujitsu is cool because there's like 50 different ways I could finish you and you don't know which way I'm coming. Wrestling, there's one way to win. Put that motherfucker's shoulder blades on the ground. I know it's coming. You know it's coming. It's going to be infinitely harder. Boxing, I'm going to punch you in the face. I've got two arms to fucking do it. I'm going to do it anyways. So it's like there's such a narrow path to victory. The skill level of like, it can't be that hard to punch somebody. The fuck it's not. It's super hard.
You'd think that. You'd be wrong.
You want a reality check? It's fight somebody that boxes. That is the most humbling experience you will ever have is, hey, put on these gloves. I know how to fight.
I can't hit him.
That was our first. We've said this a million times. The first time I ever sparred you with like no experience, I'm thinking like I'm a guy. I can throw a punch. I've done it before. Like,
and I was like, I'm a jab.
And he's just literally just like keeping me at a distance with a jab alone. And I just throw down my hands after like 2 minutes. I'm like, Eli, what am I learning? What am I doing wrong? What am I supposed to do? Because I don't know what to do right now.
This is nothing like a Patrick Swayze movie. What is wrong?
I'm just getting punched in the face and I hate it.
I understand
so much.
This is the first 7 seconds of my Eye of the Tiger montage, but like seriously, what the fuck am I supposed to do here?
Because you go in, you're like, I've bar fight, I've fought, I've watched movies, I know how this goes. I can just do this, and then a jab enters the ring.
No, you can't.
And you get punched in the nose.
It's a different skill set.
That's why I love hockey. Hockey is the most realistic fighting on the planet. Because hockey is like step one, establish the distance. Step two,
everyone just punch over and over until the ref stops it. There's no in between.
God. Legitimately, I watch a lot of fucking documentaries and I love like war shit. The best documentary on the planet is on Netflix and it's called Ice Guardians. Like, you guys should watch it. You'd fucking love it. So like, it's all about hockey and how hockey really cracked down on fighting. And ever since hockey cracked down on fighting, the amount of brain injuries has gone through the fucking roof. It seems counterintuitive, but back in the old like 90s, early 2000s, 80s, all of hockey, there's always been the role of like the enforcer, right? There was always some just monster that like, if you fuck with my skill players, it's my job to fuck you up. Like that's the rule.
The Eye of Sauron is
exactly
on you.
It's like the Sean William Scott movie.
Goon.
Exactly.
Goon.
He was
rule.
he was the enforcer.
Don't touch my fucking Percocets. Second rule. You got any fucking Percocets?
Right. So like he was the enforcer or whatever, right? And the NHL cracked down on fighting and they basically got rid of that enforcer rule. And what that meant was like now there was no direct consequences for like cheap shotting people. So like now you have dudes going out there skating at 30 miles an hour, throwing a elbow to the back of somebody's head, and they know they can get away with it because there's not some fucking roided out monster that's going to come beat the fuck out of you, right? So now brain injuries have just gone through the roof because there's no underlying threat of violence.
Yeah, they're not scared of anything
Exactly.
anymore.
So
also-
it basically greenlit cheap shots.
It's also kind of like boxing versus MMA, because like looking at it, you think like MMA, you have way lighter gloves. Like pro fights, 10-ounce gloves. MMA is like what, 3.5, something like that.
4 ounce, right?
Yeah.
Like you got that huge difference. You got the fact that they could just kick you in the head. You got all this shit going for you, and you'd think like, okay, MMA is way more dangerous than boxing.
It's not.
Fucking not even close. It's like boxing is like 12 times as likely to kill you.
Yeah.
There's been
Because it's all
how
just
many
CTE.
MMA deaths has been like 5?
Like a couple.
Yeah, total.
And most of those are like not at a super high level.
No. Versus boxing. You know why boxing's dangerous? Because
You can get knocked out 4 fucking times.
and get back up and then have to fight more. Versus MMA, when you get staggered or dropped for the most
That's
part.
the end of it.
Yeah, they're going to fucking hammer fat fist you, and then the rep's going to be like,
Yeah.
Boxing, you can get up over and over and over.
So you could get literally 6 times. You could get knocked down 6 times. You could get knocked out, and what would have been a finish in 6 MMA fights, and you can have that all in one boxing match. And then these guys go out there like, what's Floyd Mayweather got 50 some odd fucking fights? Not
50.
that he gets knocked out, but like just
50?
the volume
50.
of fights these guys do. It's like they have way worse brain damage because
Fury
of it.
versus Usyk. That is a perfect example. Usyk in the 9th or 10th. We showed it. Like
Yeah.
Usyk fucking just rocked Fury. Fury's like stumbling across the ring, and it was a solid 30 seconds where Fury is out on his feet, and then finally the ref was like, hold up, and did a standing 10 count. So you have a standing, not, hey, homeboy's fucking out. This isn't like
Even when
It's
he
like
fought,
you got
who's
a
the other-
period to establish,
who's
like,
the
is
other-
this guy conscious?
Who's the other guy he fought that dropped him? And Fury got up at the 10
Wilder.
count. Wilder.
The-
When he
yeah,
fought
Fury.
Wilder, he like got up like the fucking Undertaker
It was
at
8
10
count.
seconds.
Fury
Like,
goes like over 7. Fury's like, from what Wilder is considered one of the hardest hitters of all time.
he's got one of the coldest.
That was the
quotes
one we
of all
watched at
time,
your
too.
house,
Go,
right?
whoop, and then he stood up and he was like, yes.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Deontay
Yeah.
Wilder. And Fury got up from that fucking punch, which is absolutely insane, and then finished the fight. And
That became
it
a
was-
meme. Like the after he got rocked, he just gets up like, whoa.
Yeah, he was like, what? Sat up, stood up. Fury, again, he lost the Usyk fight, but it shows to show like his heart, because he recovered from the Usyk, lost it still, but he recovered from that. Even the Wilder fight, he recovered from it. MMA, other than who was the one guy that turned it around?
Fucking
French
Chet Congo when he got
Chet
knocked
Con-
out 3 times.
Yes.
And then fucking turned around and knocked out Pat Barry.
Chet Congo. We've met Chet Congo. Chet Congo is the tallest, most scary dude you will ever meet. He's been at the Bernie events.
Oh yeah.
What's the French kickboxer? Looks like a goddamn Calvin Klein model.
He was when they opened up the BRCC Bernie store. He was out there.
Chet was there. Chet is 6'6", 6'4", like
solid fucking muscle.
dude. This is like the tallest French black man you would never. I remember when he walked up, I was like, "You're a fighter," because I didn't recognize him at first. He was like, and I was like, "Holy shit, you are!"
He was so nice. Like you're saying, he's 6'6", and I was just like, very nice to meet you, sir.
Dude, it's like it's all these guys.
Please
that-
be my friend.
like the guys that like can easily kill you with their hands, are the guys that have killed like God knows more people than pancreatic cancer. Like most of the time, they're like Deltic boys or whatever. They're like the nicest fucking people, because it's like what they've got nothing to prove.
Zero to prove.
They just get to go through life like just they.
No one will fight me.
Yeah.
I will fucking wreck them. And
They're like
Chet-
the chillest guys ever.
because they know their position in life. They're like, I don't have to show off.
No.
Period. Ever in my life. And
Which is why the people that can skin you, what is it? Stem to sternum. Those are the people that. Yeah.
Go back a couple of podcasts.
Stem to stern.
You are going to be defeated by diabetes.
So check if you want to watch the scariest knockout. Check was one.
Chet
He was
Congo versus
out.
Pat Barry.
Dude, he was out on his feet. Check is just like this.
three
He's
ti- like
he's
three
a
times.
fucking ragdoll simulator, just bouncing around, getting knocked out, getting knocked
Oh,
out.
you showed me that one, I think. Yeah.
And he should have been knocked out. Like, the ref should have stopped that fight. And thank God he didn't. Because then Chet goes like this.
And just fucking drops
And
him.
the dude goes instantly. Knocks the dude out.
That's Rose Namajunas, like
Yep.
one of the. That's her husband.
Wait, no
Yeah,
shit.
Pat Barry. Yeah, that's who that was.
Pat Barry was knocking the out of Chet Congo for 30. Imagine you're beating a dude's ass where he is stumbling, he's falling, getting back up, and he is just discombobulated the entire time. And you're like, what the fuck? I just got to hit this guy one more time and he'll go down. And then that fucking dude flailing around just like, knocked out.
Throws a hook.
And crushes your soul and you just collapse instantly.
Completely out.
This is 30 seconds of beating a dude's ass that you think is out for the count, and then he just throws a random hook and you drop and don't know what's going on.
Who was the ref? That had to have been Herb Dean or Big John.
Oh, that's a Herb Dean.
It was a really good.
Or he's not paying attention to fuck all.
So I went out to California for a couple days.
Yeah.
And do you know who I made friends with over everyone, every other man in California?
Gavin Newsom.
It was Gavin Newsom. No. So like I wandered around California for a couple days, right?
When was this? Sorry.
It was last week.
No shit.
Yeah.
What part of California?
San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah, I just went out there, wanted to make peace with Mother Ocean. So I went out there and I was hanging out with a couple people and like I couldn't make friends with anyone.
Dude, Cody, I my favorite text is like, yo, what's wrong with all these dudes out here? They
there were these dudes who had like super hot girlfriends and stuff, but they're like, "Hey man, you want me to buy you something? You want me to buy you a drink?" And like they're they're just being fucking. Okay, I'm not gonna say the word again, but they just didn't act like men. And the only two dudes that I made friends with out there were two jujitsu black belts. And they were like, "Hey man, you want to come fucking hang out with us?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude, I'll come hang out with you." I don't know. It's just a testament to
Who was it?
What?
Who was it?
The dudes?
Yeah.
No, there's two friends that
Okay.
I met at a bar. But no, every dude out in California that I met in San Diego, because I just went out there for a couple days, clear my head, fucking wanted to surf for a little bit, and dude, seriously, every single dude out there just like talked like a woman. I was like so thrown off by it.
You
I love Dave's laughing. I just love the corner over here just laughing right now.
For those like
Jesus Christ.
There's probably a lot of guys who are watching the podcast that are Americans, but they've never traveled America. Like we've had a really blessed opportunity
big.
to, fucking go from
diverse.
California to the East Coast, like everywhere in between, see all the different like types of people. And there's the meme of, like the California fucking hippie, like soft-handed bitch. And everyone else,
and it's accurate.
It is so fucking accurate. It is a real thing. Like these fucking California cowboys that have never lifted a weight in their goddamn life. Like that's a thing.
Sav and I were talking about this last night. We were like, because she was like, "How do dudes talk like this? How like from both ends of the spectrum where you have like." Super nerdy. I'm just like, I'm putting somebody on a pedestal, or that where it's like, "Hey, what's up, bruh?" And you don't know. You're just like no man behind you, but you're acting like that. It's fucking crazy. You can live that lifestyle and be like, "Hey, you know how you do this? Hey guys, quick just lesson for all of you out there." It's like, treat everyone equally.
Yeah.
Don't put anyone on a pedestal. If you want fucking pussy, you know what the best opportunity is? Treat them like a friend. Don't put them on a pedestal and be like, "Oh, you're unattainable." That's never going to work for you. Also, when you're a dude, just be a fucking dude. Like, be a dude if you want to go shoot guns, if you want to go have fun, if you want to surf.
Masculinity is not a problem.
No, it's never a bad thing to just be a fucking dude.
I think everybody at the table kind of proves the fact, like, you can like fucking anime for you guys. You can, you can like video games. You can be a nerd. You can be an autist. But then at the same time, you can also shower, use deodorant, have a firm handshake, and know how to beat up a motherfucker. Those aren't mutually exclusive. You can know all of the things.
Literally,
been doing jujitsu for a long time. The autistic ones are the scariest.
Yeah.
For sure.
You guys have a superpower. You haven't even started that fucking skill tree, dude.
No,
no.
Unfortunately, you unlock that skill tree, and a lot of you are like, I really like jiu-jitsu. Girls come up to you like, you're not jiu-jitsu.
There's nothing. It's me and my best friend Calvin are the top dudes at our gym. Calvin owns it, and like I'm the right hand man. I'm a higher rank than he is, and it's like whenever there's some new guy that comes in, we have to roll with them, and it's like they're not mean, but like these dudes come in, and it's like their fucking delts are connected to their earlobes, and they're like, I wrestled for a little while. My entire fucking life. It's like, Jesus Christ, this is going to be horrible.
Especially when they say a little while. They're like, I wrestled a little. And you're like, your entire life?
Bro,
Yeah.
it's always like
20 years.
I was like, because every time it's like, yeah, okay, fill out the paperwork, your name, sign the waiver in case you get hurt, whatever, yada, yada. You ever done jujitsu? No. You ever done judo? No. You ever wrestled? A little bit. I go, what's a little bit? I D1 for 4 years. I almost made it to the Olympics. I'm like, fuck, this guy's gonna try to kill me. He's gonna be so absurdly strong. It's insane. It's the worst. He's just,
dude. I will say, with tism and fighting, it's fun.
It's the worst.
Dude. It is a joy. Brandon will tell you, when I get in a ring, I'm very happy about it. Like,
It's annoying as shit.
I hate it.
I am the happiest
God.
person where I'm at peace in a ring. I'm like,
Imagine-
yeah, I get a fight. Like, and I am at peace where I'm like, this is my face. You want, like, and I didn't know that was fucking weird until I started fighting other people. I'm like, why aren't they happy fighting? Apparently, that's not a happy
It's like
place to be.
Valley. Imagine a smiling face punching you in the head.
It is my happiest place. So I'm like, yeah, I get a fight. Yeah, I get a fight. Like, ha.
all right, I like trains and I like punching people in the face. It's like, fuck. This guy's gonna be really good at it.
Man.
Oh no.
He's a train conductor. He's going to beat my ass.
It's the worst.
It's like shooting too. It's like anything where it's just that is their happy zone.
Bro. I've been going out and shooting with Pew View all the time now because he's like 30 minutes from my house.
I swear to God, that guy is autistic about shooting. That is the only guy where we talked about earlier. Pew View, we play Ace VR. He shoots. I will beat his score. He'll come back and he's like, dude, that took me 6 tries. I was like,
dude. Well, I was talking, like, I've talked to people and they're like, yeah, like what he does is impressive in his videos, but like, it's like this, it's probably like a dude perfect situation. Like, how many tries did it take him?
No,
I went to his gun range and shot with him.
That's not dude perfect.
Borderline not fucking edited. That dude literally walks out and is like 170 yards with a 3-inch barreled pistol, one-handed, ding, and just fucking drops the target. It's insane.
So for reference, on Ace VR, there is one, what is the 10 centimeter thing? You know the 10 centimeter from 25 yards.
Oh, I know that. I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it.
It took him 6 times to fucking score.
You could just say like 3-4 inch. We're Americans. It's,
Is it 3? I don't know the
10
inches.
centimeter?
Yeah. Is that 3?
Like 3.4 inch, I'm going to say, because I don't know metric.
So Nic will tell you about this. Fat Electrician will tell you how fucking difficult this one is
good.
at 25 yards. Because I told him about the shot group.
3.9 inches. Yeah.
4 inches. 4 inches. I told Nic, I was like, hey.
Some would say too big.
Some might say that. Some might say average. I don't know why they don't. Adequate.
No, honey, you're fine. The tight ones hurt me.
The big ones hurt me, not the tight ones.
It's how you use it, babe.
That's your experience.
I mean, it hurts when they like sneeze. It's like a cigar cutter. They put a kink in it like a balloon animal's poodle tail. You know what I'm talking about? You ever have that happen? Connor's about to die.
He's coming to snort on the fucking podcast. Jesus Christ.
So,
was it you the one? I'm sorry. This is a total tangent. Was it you the one that was telling me about the PlayStation?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What?
I was hoping that was you. I was thinking about this like 3 days ago.
Okay, go on. I'm lost.
We were
in like Salt Lake, I think.
We were in Salt Lake City. Like my best friend, he was the best man at my wedding. We were like in high school at the time. I've been with my wife like since high school, and he's like, bro, I just don't like going down on women. I'm like, why? He's like, it doesn't taste that good. And I was like, was it sour? And he's like, no. And I'm like, did it taste like ravioli and pennies? And he's like, oh my God, how did you know that? And I'm like, she was like just about to go on her period or just got off her period. Try again in a couple days. And I go, good. Tastes like the heat coming out the back of a PlayStation. And you know I'm right.
Every dude in this fucking podcast house just started fucking cracking up.
That shit smells like hot electronics and it's perfect.
Nothing. Sam, why are you blushing? Sam, why are you blushing?
You know it's going to be fantastic when she takes her pants off and it smells like she's been mining for Bitcoin all night. It's going to be great.
Just a daily reminder, my parents watch this podcast.
Your dad knows.
I'm gonna go fucking myself.
Give me that Bitcoin, baby.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Non-fungible tokens.
Oh, they're fungible, all right?
I don't even know where it's going. What were we fucking
Christ
talking
alive.
about before that? You lost it.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
I remembered that randomly like a week ago, and I'm like, I swear to God, that had to be Nick.
It's one of my
That's
better.
a fucking Nick story. It's got to be a Nick story.
It's one of my better bits.
I don't even know where my story was.
Cody, how you feel about that
It's
statement?
fucking deleted.
Cody, you remember the Salt Lake PlayStation bit about eating?
No.
What?
You don't remember this?
Which one?
Tell me if I'm right.
Okay. We're going in.
Good. Smells like the heat coming out the back of a PlayStation.
Oh my God, yes. Is that what you guys were doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I had to take a pee break. Jesus Christ.
That's easily one of the best yet most vulgar bits we've ever done on the podcast.
So relatable.
100, it's 1,000% accurate though. I'll die on this hill.
Tweak's over there dying. Connor is
Connor's, I think Connor
now.
just shit himself about 5
Connor
minutes
threw
ago.
his sunglasses across the yard.
It's the most accurate shit I've ever heard in my life.
Trout's about to die.
I don't know what this episode's going to look like, but I know it's going to look better on Pepperbox.
It smells like PlayStation turning on.
Can you say
What's the fucking eating
in this
out
context?
taste
I
out?
think.
I think it's a great time for that to show. Cody closes house.
That bit went about 5 minutes longer than it should have been.
You want me to close it out?
Close it out.
All right.
Brother.
Thank you guys for joining the Unsubscribed podcast. I'm joined today by Eli Double Fat, Mr. Fat Electrician, Brandon Herrera, and myself, Donut Operator. Please go to the Patreon. The Patreon. Do it. Because we're going to have 10 minutes, 15 minutes on there.
Yeah,
we
2
talk
hours,
about
whatever.
We're going to talk about girls and PlayStation cum or something.
What?
Something
The
like
fuck?
that. What?
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Quack bang out.
Quack bang out.
I'll
Quack
see you,
bang out.
sexy YouTube mother lovers, next time.
That felt dirty.
Mwah. Kisses.